pretty used to
right
in a second.
about now.
That's fine.
I'm ready.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I get everything written down. Also, I rolled my dice for my hit points level up, and
How'd you do?
got a 4, so I added 2 to that. So I'm at 16
And
now.
what's your role? Is it a D6 or a D8?
D8
Oh, okay. So yeah,
in the middle.
half isn't bad. Yeah, fuck it. What are your new spells?
Okay, so I thought I could take invisibility, but I'll have to wait till I think Dex level for that. It's not a big deal.
Take a second level slot spell. Yeah,
I took Thunder Wave and Puppet.
it's a good one. All right, yeah, those are solid choices.
Puppet
Kind
seems really strong.
of Bubba kind of goes in line with what your character vibes are too, so that makes a lot of sense.
Uh,
The other one's like pure crunch, but there's nothing wrong with that.
for the Invocations, I took Eldritch Sight and Fiendish Vigor.
Okay, so you went ahead and took that after we had that talk. That's good because I don't want you to limit yourself based on other things that are important to your character.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always prepared for that kind of stuff, buddy.
Basically,
Yeah,
Fiendish Vigor is good for me for these first few levels where
because you're getting hit really hard.
yeah, well these 8 hit points are just gonna be I could essentially just always have an extra 8 hit points if I'm ready before a fight, and if I
Yeah.
think that a fight's about to happen, I could just false life myself and that'll last an hour. And I figured that in combination with my level up means that I'm just gonna basically have 24 hit points at all
And
times.
Arthur went through this the spell slot thing and how it works because apparently he was like spell slots are spells, right? And I was like, no, they're like they're like spell bullets.
Ammo,
And like,
yeah.
yeah, we got it sorted out.
So yeah, yeah, those are my Eldritch Invocations. That's my new health level. How did everybody else do on their rolls?
Oh, I got a 5 for my roll, and then I
Out of
added
12, that hurts.
all right. So I now have 25 health.
That's still a lot of health.
I was at 16.
I don't remember what my roll was, but I have 15 now. 15 health.
I have 19.
Okay.
I got reckless attack and danger sense, so I can sense danger uncannily.
Jack, stop your fucking maniacal laughing.
I just didn't think you guys would be so not tanky. I'm so happy.
Well, I for a warlock, I'll have 24 health if I can predict a fight's gonna happen, which is pretty good.
Yeah, what's your AC again?
Don't worry about it. It's really high.
I get
tons of AC.
I get 18 AC when I have my shield out. I might not die instantly.
You're just gonna ask me that
As
when
long as I'm enraged, I'm pretty chewy. I basically have 50 HP.
Jeez. Jack's just gonna ask me that and just be like, he's like, "What's your armor class again?" And just be like, a lot. There's no way it hit me.
I'll just scroll up and find your AC because you just won't tell me.
It's 12. Okay, it's 12.
Oh man, that's good. All right, hell yeah. Let's get it.
I got reckless attack and danger sense. I'll just keep I'll keep that on the mind.
We got extra time tonight. We're gonna make some use of it. So let's get this started.
Man, woo! I'm excited.
So
everyone roll a d20 for ceremonial sake. I got a 5. Glad we didn't do that. Never mind. Nobody roll anything.
All right, now let's listen to Jack.
Yeah, go for it.
Where we last left our intrepid adventurers, they were traveling with the Bretonnians finally into the bowels of Mordheim. Though it was not for the objective that they sought out. Rather than going to the Grand Library, or even getting Warpstone for themselves, they're required to give Warpstone to Skaven and to retrieve a sword for Bretonnians, and to stop the forces of chaos and their interactions with that very same sword. Truly, they are at an impasse where they will be forced to deal with multiple forces, and it will be up to them and their decisions if they will prevail, or even get anything from their adventures into the darkness of Mordheim and the madness that it brings.
Into the darkness of Mordheim.
Darkness!
As the gates rise to bring Mordheim into view, even the cobblestone and pavement it portrays the true depravity that its people sunk into, and chaos's roots taking full form. There are tendrils of flesh burbling and bursting out from the pavement. a carriage that likely once had horses. There's nothing left there but garish masses of flesh, a desiccated corpse still holding the reins with a horse's head where its skull should have been. As it raises further and further, the buildings share the same fate. They are warped and irregular. Some float in the sky in ways that they should not. There are strange antediluvian angles when you stare too long at any of the buildings. You swear that some of the times that you've looked at some of the paths as it raised, they would change only moments later after you blinked. This is a place run by no mortal laws. And it will, if you're not careful, be your death. The gate is risen. It'll be up to you what you do from here.
Indeed, it has risen.
Who rises the gate? Who's
Skaven.
risen it?
It's Skaven.
So they're just letting us in. They're like, come here. Come into
Well,
the
No,
gym.
we talked to
As
him.
I recapped, you were told to bring Warpstone to them. Ikit Claw of Clan Scryer demands Warpstone.
We basically have like a one-way ticket in, not out. Unless we have that warpstone.
That's fine. I kia my scrawny nag.
I'm looking
So,
around at things, and I kind of want to take like you said, just like mounds of just rotting flesh.
It's not rotting, it's alive.
Oh.
There are eyes on some of the walls looking at you.
Well, on second thought, maybe I shouldn't like take a knife and like try to carve some of it off. I don't want to do that anymore.
I look at it and I say, wretched chaos spawn.
Careful, friend. Don't like that word. I was thinking of making a joke. It's like, oh yeah, those kind of look like chaos. Oh.
Well, wait, I wasn't about to say something. You were going to say something.
I am not of the warp. I worship Ulrich. Therefore, chaos has no effect on me.
Does on me. Prefer if you keep those words out of your mouth.
So you guys have come in through the southern gatehouse. From the southern gatehouse, your destination is in between the poor quarters and the clock tower. But along those routes, you do still need to get Warpstone. Warpstone is everywhere. However, you know there are a couple landmarks that might be more likely than not. To the north, there's Rupert von Gipton's Amphitheater, known for its performances and tests of courage and chivalry. To the left is the mighty fortress called the Rock, where the Sisters of Sigmar still remain, exiled by their brothers, being as punishment for what they viewed as failing to keep Mordheim from the clutches of chaos. And the Poor Quarter itself may reveal some Warpstone as well, for it was only to the north that the pit itself, which is where the comet fell, resides, which you could also choose to go there, but is, needless to say, a very dangerous place. All of those places you would be able to reach and still be able to go to your target destination with the rations you have with you. This time you didn't have to worry about getting supplies because the Bretonnians got them.
Well, I guess I turned to the party. It's like, well, we're already here. We might as well seek out merriment. Whatever forms or fashion we can in this cursed land.
I believe we should ask the sisters if they have any information to provide. My faith lies closer to theirs than it does with the rest of the Sigmarites in that camp.
Talk to the sisters then? You should do that if you want to.
Hey, are you speaking or? I cannot hear you.
Can't hear
Mic
you.
test?
I can
Test
inject.
one.
Well, yeah, I mean, but Oliver?
Oh,
Yeah?
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just. I
I've
think
been
they're just
listening.
Oh, you're
chilling.
coming through
Not
now.
speaking.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just
I
chilling.
just wasn't speaking.
All right. Well, you know, I
Oh,
just didn't know what the party wanted to do, so I didn't want to narrate anything until.
Yeah, I was just.
I was
listening
trying
to their
to.
ideas.
I was trying to suggest that we would go to that. Did you say was it like an arena or like a fight club of sorts?
The amphitheater.
Rupert von Gipton's Amphitheater. I mean,
That-
it's a ruined thing now, but it was once used for that sort of thing.
Oh.
You don't know for sure what's there now.
I kind of, I guess I wouldn't particularly know that right off the bat, so I'd be willing to check that out because we just got here and it sounds like we have a lot of time for a ton of fun. So I was just kind of want to start things off right and maybe check out the amphitheater. You
So
guys
one of you
down?
wants to go to the rock, and one of you wants to go to the amphitheater. What does the rest of the party want to do?
I'm with Arthur on this one.
Amphitheater.
Dang, I'm with Duetonemous on this one. Should
Oh no. What about?
The sisters will provide us with the wares we need to traverse Mordheim further.
You
Will
could
they,
ask the
though?
Bretonnians.
Well, we also
They
have
they
Cygnus.
do have an Eponian.
We also
And
have.
Yeah.
Mr. Cygnus got his Eponian too.
Warriors, what do you think?
Galahad contemplates for a moment and goes, "Anywhere here is accursed. I've even heard the rock has fallen in its own way to chaos and corruption, though I would not believe that of the sisters. We may be able to find some bastion there, but we do need warpstone to escape, and I know that they do not keep it within their holds. Unlike the witch hunters, they do not believe it to be slivers of the shards of Sigmar's hammer. They've seen what darkness it has wrought, and they know its truth. They will not hold it within their halls."
Amphitheater then,
yeah.
and then
Okay.
rock later, perhaps.
My intention was to amass an army with which to traverse Mordheim, but we do have the Bretonnians. Let us
So
press.
we could.
overheating, I think.
All right, yeah. So if you guys choose to head there, it should only take a couple hours at most. So you'll be able to get there pretty quickly. Though that will depend on the time frame. Only will depend on how you guys manage to make it there. As I said, this is a place of chaos, and because of that, the very land around you will change from time to time, and unexpected things can happen. So, and again, I'm going to have to rely on my players just as much for this because I get confused with 3.5 skills. But I believe there's some kind of tracking skill in 5e.
It would be. Well, we've got survival, history, investigation.
I would accept. No, I got this. Thank you. That actually really helped me out. I would accept survival, history, investigation, or perception as roles to try to make your way through Mordheim. The Bretonnians were not able to get a map. The Sigmarites would not give them one.
Since this place wavers and obscures so often, I will simply roll an investigation to see if I can dictate which way we should be going. I am not good at this. I have a negative modifier to intelligence. And
I'll roll for perception.
I got a 6
Ooh.
on my investigation. Perhaps I should have sought out perception.
On my
You, 1 second, Oliver.
yeah,
Duetonemous, you have issues reading fancy Reichland writing, and you're pretty sure the amphitheater is to the north and the south and the east and the west. You don't know. The signs could all say that for all you know.
Damn, I'm illiterate. I believe that was one of my things that I said I was going to be, was illiterate.
Especially Reichlanders. They write very fancy. They're the kind of people, like the groups of like northern Reichlanders, like Altdorf, they won't fight during the rain. That's like a joke about them because what fancy lads they are.
I turn to the rest of the party and I say, I'm pretty sure we should be in the amphitheater right now.
Duetonemous, or not Duetonemous, sorry. Tecta, what was your perception check?
17.
Okay.
Your eyes, gifts from the old ones themselves, allow you to peer through the thin veil of chaos and see beyond. You know that from the southern gatehouse, the amphitheater is to your north. And you're pretty sure you know a road to get there. However, whether there's any dangers present, you're not sure. Because, you can only see so far naturally.
Yeah. Okay, let's relay that to the party.
Oh, thank you. I made a 16 survival roll.
So 16 on your survival roll?
Yeah.
Excellent. On the road leading to the amphitheater, you see some trademark signs of the Orcs. It's highly possible there's a green-skinned warband in the vicinity.
I relay this to the party.
Okay, how far are we from it right currently? About
You
an
don't
hour?
know.
Okay.
No, you don't know.
Seem to be...
The warband may not even be there anymore. There's just been one there.
Upon learning this information, I'd like to use Phoenix Figure, cast False Life on myself, just so I can have those 8 temporary hit points going on.
How long does this last?
An hour.
before you cast that. It will take some time to get to the amphitheater. So if you don't encounter anything, you'll just have used that and not have it.
It doesn't take up any spell slots and nor components, so I can technically just use it as much as I want until like we're in a fight. Is the idea?
False Life or Fiendish Vigor?
False Life, which gives me Fiendish Vigor. Fiendish Vigor, which gives me False Life, and that allows me to cast it without using a spell slot, as well as with no components. Which is why it's really good early on, but it doesn't scale. It's only first level. Like it never goes above first level.
Oh, okay.
And
it literally applies to False Life. Okay. No, that's fine.
Okay.
You don't, as a matter of fact, you don't have to mention that anymore. That's just a thing we'll assume you're doing.
Well,
any,
I do like some aspect of being like if we're kind of caught unawares, then all of a sudden that could be a problem.
All right, that's fine.
But
I mean that's fine. I'm not gonna stop you from having more things in your way.
Okay. Well,
that's fine.
I see you're throwing me a bone, so I guess I'll just take it. All right. I have 8 temporary hit points.
All right, fam. That sounds good. So, who's gonna lead the party? You or the Bretonnians, and how fast are you going?
I mean,
I say Bretonnians, since the beastman relayed the fact that there was greenskins in the area, I'm going to say, Bretonnians, steel yourselves. I smell orc flesh. To get them ready for battle.
Galahad's comrade who's spoken, his name's Albrecht, by the way. He draws a sword and goes, Bretonnians do not fear greenskins! My sword is with you!
Yes, this is the vigor I was looking for.
Hell yeah.
All right. And
I vibe with the Bretonnians.
Albrecht will take the lead, and because of your words of encouragement, the Bretonnians will be moving quickly.
Wait.
Okay, I'd like to take up the rear position with my pony and just kind of follow behind everybody.
Okay.
Safety numbers, I'll be kind of in the middle.
How many of you are experienced riders?
I believe
we know all.
I'm pretty sure I would be.
Well, from in the land of the Tomb Kings, I don't know what kind of access we had to horses, but I do come from somewhat of a noble family within there, so I'd imagine I'd have adequate horse understanding.
I feel
I'm
like
a
generally
traveler, so
I'm enraged, or when I'm like fully wolf mode, but I don't do that often when traveling, so I'd probably ride horses.
And what did you say, Magitha?
I'm a far traveler, so I'm sure I've ridden horses, ponies.
All right. No need to roll. No need to roll then, despite your speed. That'll be just fine.
Wait, are horses spooked by me since I'm part beast?
Well, I wasn't going to say anything about that until it came into play, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Or would it only be if you're transformed? Or just
No.
Okay.
Animals especially can sense the wolfkin.
That makes sense.
They know. They're like, you got that stanky stank on you.
I didn't want everyone to be like, nah, animals are all right with me, but then I was like, wait, I'm a fucking werewolf. Animals are always scared of werewolves. I wanted to play it honest.
Fair enough, brother. All right, so you guys take off at now a full gallop through the winding streets of Mordheim. It's probably for the best. It allows you your eyes to be averted from the many horrors within. Things reaching out to you almost, a presence that you cannot quite suppress. Even though, despite how quickly you pass, each of you likely catch some glimpse of some eldritch horror promising a destiny ahead for you and within Mordheim. Still, after some time, the amphitheater does begin to come into view. However, during this gallop, you suddenly hear Galahad shout, and he says, "Listen close! Do any of you have your weapons drawn?"
The Bretonnians?
Yeah,
I don't need mine drawn.
he's referring to you.
I immediately draw my shield and my warhammer and say, now I do. I was focusing on horse riding.
I
Sorry.
I know not if there is need of yet. I only asked, for I hear the clanging of metal against walls, and I thought maybe it was sloppy riding on your part, but it looks as if you can all handle your mounts. So I must wonder, what lies around us?
perception check.
I'll give one of those.
I'm rolling. What'd I get? I got a 7, of course.
I got
You can't hear anything through the rush of wind and the galloping of hooves.
I got a 19.
Jesus. Oliver's perceptive today. What did you get, Jason?
9.
Jason, you have the same experience. Tecta,
I shout, fuck!
your experience in battle against both the Skaven and the Greenskin hordes affords you a certain ability to be able to have those telltale signs. The sudden silence in the air, aside from the scraping of metal, and this very, very subtle, pounding of padded feet upon the stone. You recognize that as the wolves that the wolves and that orcs ride. Apart from their boars, which you can hear their cloven hoofs as well galloping across the fields. There's most certainly greenskins nearby, you think to yourself. As that revelation hits you, almost on cue, you can hear from all around you, "All right, boys! It's time for a..."
Is that for a what?
A wog.
Oh. Oh
It's the
no.
orc word. It's the orc word for war.
Oh no.
After the first orc lets out this cry, all around you, you hear a mighty in return, and the cloven hooves and padded feet beat faster and faster to the point that even the rest of the party is beginning to hear it. They know that battle is upon them.
You're getting suppressed when you do loud voices. Like
Yeah,
really bad.
it's just cutting
Shut
you
up.
out.
Like peaks, kind of.
God damn it! Should I just turn off my sound wall?
I'm fine with that, honestly.
As long as we don't, as long as it's not like too loud when like a dog barks or something, that's the only worry.
You're a dog bark. Get wrecked.
I motion to have this episode titled "A Subtle Pounding."
You're a subtle pounding.
Adjourn.
I'm gonna give you a subtle pounding.
Motion adjourned until we find out what happens. We've only just begun, friends.
I ready myself for battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw my shields and club.
Dismount my scrawny nag and I slap it on the ass as to get it to just kind of like go a little farther away, so it doesn't get killed in battle.
I'll dismount as well.
All right.
I'm gonna stay on my opponent.
As you prepare yourselves, and the orcs let loose with another cry, and this time it's close enough that you'll need to roll to contain your horses. Jason, you'll roll at disadvantage.
Okay. Well,
Would
I
I
thought
be-
I slapped it to get it to run off.
Well, I said it's as you were preparing to take your action.
Okay.
What do we roll for that? 20?
D20, yeah.
Okay.
It's
Would
gonna
I
be.
add
Is
anything
animal
to
handling
that?
a skill in this one?
It is.
There you go.
Well-
It is a wisdom. So I got a 7. Disadvantage.
I got a dirty 20.
Your familiarity with your animal made you trek a lot lower too. You're fine.
Well, I don't.
Yeah,
pretty
I
sure I
gotta-
don't. I'm pretty sure I don't have a horse anymore because I rolled a 3. Plus 1 is 4.
Yeah, you're gonna go ass over tea kettle on the ground as your fucking horse bucks you off and runs.
I did a 9.
Jason, you'll face the same thing. Magitha, you will face the same fate. Cygnus did all right. He finds this really amusing that you're on the ground and he's not. He's got a little bit of that puff chest going.
Look up at him and say, "How many times have you found me on the ground like this, boy?"
The Bretonians look over to you, and you can hear one of them muttering about how they shouldn't have trusted greenhorns with fucking horses.
Did the horses run off, or I'm assuming?
Yeah, they RUNNOFT'd. Yeah, they ran. They did the big run.
Patricia.
Oh boy.
I rage, paying myself for battle. My muscles
All right.
swell at the end of my feet.
Magitha, you said you were in the back, right?
Yeah, I was in the back.
What is your AC?
My
Oh,
AC,
no.
since my shield is out, is 17.
Okay. You were being flanked, so they'll be taking that into account. And this is a surprise round, technically, because you didn't do a perception check, so you didn't see what was coming after you.
Okay.
It doesn't fucking matter, because I roll like shit every time I'm trying to kill someone.
Why I'm pissed off? I'm pissed off because the Bretonians are laughing at me, and I thought I'd garnered their respect, and that
Makes sense.
caused me to enrage.
That makes sense. All right,
Chloe, shut the fuck up!
Magitha, as you begin to pick yourself up and look worriedly at your little nag, knowing that it's probably the last time you're ever going to see it, you suddenly hear, coming from an alley, you hear a mighty whoop and cry as an orc charges at you, going, "I's gonna choke you now, little dog thing!" He brings down his orc cleaver and misses entirely as his wolf is startled by your own appearance and dashes to the side.
Do I get an action?
No. You were on the
Do I get
ground.
Oh, dang it. Okay, well, I
And
use
it's a
my
surprise
action to
round.
get up and ready myself.
All right.
Or, I just get up and ready myself, is what I'm saying.
As soon as you are engaged by that orc, a group of orcish boar boys charge into the Bretonians, and a melee ensues between them. As that fight begins to erupt, the rest of the party can see coming out from the alleys and from some of the buildings a number of greenskins prepared for battle. These ones are not mounted.
Real quick, I saw that it's. I remember reading that it's half of your movement speed to stand up
It is.
in 5e. So like, I guess readying would be the half. Something. Okay. Cool. Let's keep
Okay,
going.
so should we roll, fucking...
It is time to roll initiatives.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
That's the word I'm looking for. Jesus Christ!
I got a 12. You don't add
I
anything.
got a
to
20
initiative.
again.
Dirty 20?
No, an actual 20.
So you've got like 17, 19, 20, 20. They're rolling like crazy.
I got an 18.
We got dirty 20 first time. 18?
I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So I
What'd you
got
get?
20. So I got a 22, I think, then.
But you got an at this time, so.
Yeah, but I'll say it's a
Um,
22 then.
Tay, so you got, Tay, what did you say you got?
7, so
7?
yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Sorry, I'm just putting in my info now as well. So enjoy that downtime to prepare your plan, your strategies.
I think I know my strategy.
Big bonk,
I'm gonna hit him.
Hog harder than the Woggy boys.
big bonkers get the donkers.
Yep. Get mad and smack shit.
Kind of wish I wasn't in the middle of the middle of the group.
Hey guys, come on. Why? Why? You've been quiet all night. It's fun, guys. It's fun. They're part of the game. They're the orcs. That's what they are.
I just had an idea.
It's fun.
What if someone were to like I don't know if Duetonemous would be able to throw like an entirely grown person, but if I'd be able to like thrown into them, and and then I'd like thunder wave, and that'd be kind of interesting. Like I'd be like a fucking grenade of sorts.
I have 21 strength at this point, so I
Could
could
be
probably
possible.
probably take some goddamn damage.
The thing is, if it doesn't kill them, then I'm definitely dead. So that would not be a good idea.
It's a last resort maneuver.
It's
Yeah.
a great idea, is what you mean.
This is how you fix
No.
the teriyaki maru. What is it? The Star Trek thing, the impossible challenge.
If I ever make like a gnome or like a hobbit or whatever, some sort of tiny person, like wizard or somebody that can learn Thunder Wave, I'll probably keep that in
That's the
consideration.
plan, huh, buddy?
Yeah,
That's the dream right there.
that's in the back pocket.
I'm just a gnome. All I got is a thunder wave in my pocket and a dream.
Exactly.
All right, what's your guys' HPs? Give them to me again. What?
24. I have 16 health and then 8 temporary hit points, but basically 24.
What about you, Oliver? 19, right?
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Tay?
15.
Oh no.
I know.
I'm so happy about that.
Take it one shot.
All right. As the orcs see you all prepare your weapons and prepare for battle, they grab their weapons and do the same. The largest of these orcs, who's sporting a helm with particularly noticeable horns, to say the least, they're very large. He looks over to the rest of them and goes, "All right, boys, show me a good fight." Tecta, it's going to be your turn.
Okay, how close are the orcs to me? Or are there any closer to me than
I'm
others?
glad you asked. Where was your position in the group when the attack happened?
I'd say I'd probably be closer to the Bretonians.
You were at the front of the pack, weren't you, or was that Duetonemous?
I don't think we
I
have.
assumed I was with the Bretonians, just kind of heading up the.
Right.
And you'd probably be right behind them then. Okay, so in one of the buildings, there is one that is only 20 feet away from you. The other ones, which are there's one further ahead, the orc Biggin himself, he's 40 feet away. And the ones behind you attacking Tay and Dharmir, which there are 3 of them, they are like about, hold on, let me think. I just want to make sure I got this right. They are 40, 50, and 60 feet away.
I said that I was in the middle of the whole group.
Yeah.
How did they get to the middle so fast?
Well, because they blindsided you guys with cavalry.
Wouldn't I be
They
like,
came from each of the side alleys, hit the Bretonians and Magitha, so you guys couldn't move. And while they were hit, which forced you all to stop and clump up together, they came in.
okay. How far they are?
I kind of want to go fight the. This is probably
Okay.
a bad idea, but I want to go fight the big dude.
Well, if anything, it's not. It's probably better that I'm no longer like in like dead center of anything. I guess I kind of am. There's probably a bunch of
Yeah, you
Bretonians
actually
nearby me.
are. No, I took that into account. No, the Bretonians like got cut off.
Okay.
They're fighting their own battle basically right now.
So
Depending on how it goes for them, they might be able to help you, but right now it's you guys.
I'm within 30 feet of Tay, and that's the only friendly that's nearby.
Yes, the other ones, Tecta is about. Let me see how far away. Yeah, because you're near that orc. So Tecta is about 60 feet away from you, and Duetonemous is even further. He's about 80 feet away.
Okay.
Oliver, you said you wanted to make an attack on the Biggin. You'd have to make a full move action, which would invoke an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
All right, about your choice. That's absolutely fine then.
Yeah. Let's see if I get insta-murdered. Let's go.
See, like getting in and leaving the threatened range of enemies, like passing them fully.
He's getting into, yeah. He's getting into the Biggin's range, and not from just 5 feet away. Because he's going to have to do a full charge at him. So yeah, go ahead and roll to attack then. He'll be doing the same.
My experience first and I don't know why this is attacks of opportunity and all the weird shit that I read always says that it only happens when you leave the threatened range of an enemy for some reason, not when you enter, which is strange. It's definitely different than 3.5, but I'm not a fucking rules lawyer. I was just
Really though?
wanted to share with you what
I
I read.
I got a 17.
I don't like that at all. There's no punishment for rushing people. I don't.
Well, you can
Whatever.
take
And that's how it works.
But if you like get afraid and you try to run away and disengage in combat without taking the disengage action, then you take a full ass hit.
Yeah.
You get spooked and you try to run away.
Disappointing.
Smacked.
I am disappointed. I'm big disappointed actually.
Yeah, it says moves out of your reach. Yeah.
All right, Oliver, what did you roll?
I rolled 17.
You hit him.
Boy. Okay. Is it safe to assume that the big boy orc is evil, or would I have to actually use detect?
I mean, I'm not going to tell you.
I mean, they did attack us.
I just want to know.
Like,
I
without
want to know if
question.
Smite's gonna work.
We can look at Smite real quick then.
Oh, I know how. I mean, I know how Smite works. I just wonder if it's going to. I'll save that for later. So, yeah, just roll for damage then. And then I'll also use a shield bash then as well, Jack.
They don't need to be. They don't need to be evil
Yeah, I.
to divine smite.
All right,
at
right. I
all.
forgot. This is.
It
Right,
only
I forgot,
increases.
no.
It increases if the target's
Increases
undead or
damage.
fiend, but there's
Yeah.
no. The alignment's not.
Right.
Oh, did he say he had to take a full dash to this guy, like double his movement, a dash
No.
action? Okay.
No, it's a
No,
move
it's a-
action.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say because
Well-
if his movement is 30 feet and he had to take a full dash, and that's gonna take his full action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
so
fine.
Divine Smite, the damage increases by 1d8 if a target is an undead
Yeah.
or a fiend.
Yeah.
So,
That's why I just. Yeah.
Yeah, Arthur. I know that. I just got confused for a second.
We're good though.
I decided not to use it
So,
anyway.
All right. What do you roll for
I'm gonna
damage?
hit with my shield as well, so I do 7 with the
So
club.
you gotta roll for the shield.
Yeah, I was like, I do 7 with the club, and then I got a 15 plus so I got 30, 17 with the shield.
You hit.
Okay, and that's
You don't add your strength modifier to this.
yes, I know. So I rolled 6. So that's 6. That's 13 damage. Oh, I didn't add my strength to my first attack. That's a +3. So I do 16 damage.
Tecta, with a hiss and a roar, as befitting a Saurian, charges forward and strikes with his mighty mace and an ancestral tower shield, breaking it in for the first time by spilling greenskin blood. His strikes are mighty and thunderous, yet the orc does not seem as phased as he should have been. He certainly looks wounded, but he laughs at your blows and says, "You're gonna have to do better than that, you scaly cunt!"
Oh fuck.
Uh-oh.
these guys are tough.
All right.
And since there's like 4 or 5 of them?
There are 5 of them.
Okay.
There's the big one, and then there's 4 others.
Okay.
It is.
And all of us just hit the big one. Okay.
It is going to be Duetonemous' turn now.
Kick ass. So I scan the area for the closest orc to me.
All right. The orcs closest to you are the same that would be closest to Tecta. The closest to you is the one Tecta's fighting right now, the Biggin. But shortly behind you, about 30 feet, there is one of the orc boys. He looks a little bewildered that like Tecta just bum rushed past him.
Oh.
He's kind of looking at you like a little disappointed, like, "Hey, are we gonna fight at least?"
I look at him and I smirk and immediately ignore him and go to the big one.
That poor lad.
Is there like depression?
Gormok is crushed inside, just so you know.
Is there like a depression disadvantage?
There is not. We can you just know that orc's got he's got the big sad. Like he's still into this fight because he's an orc and orcs are made for fighting and winning, but his heart's just not there, you know.
I'm finding a picture of a sad orc.
So you're going after the biggin as well?
Yes, sir. And,
All right. As you begin to charge him, the orc clangs his great axe against his helmet and goes, "That's right, I can take on 2 of yous!"
Brilliant. I fucking lay into him with a reckless attack.
That gives you advantage on the attack, and then he gets advantage on you, right?
Yeah, every enemy gets advantage on me till the end of the next till my next turn.
Well, thank God that orcs aren't known for archers. I don't think you'll have to worry about that at least.
Yeah, but I am enraged, so and I'm gonna get advantage on this attack and take disadvantage on attacks against me, or enemies will gain advantage on their attacks against me until next turn.
Give it to him, buddy.
So glad I got advantage. That was a fucking 4. Oh hell yeah! Okay, so with my current mod is actually So since I'm enraged, I have 21 strength. My current mod is 5, so that's a 23.
You hit.
23.
You hit, buddy.
Hell yeah.
It happened.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll 2d6 slashing for my greatsword, plus my strength mod. That's 1, 2, 3. Thank God. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I get a bonus 2, so that's a 10.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
10 damage.
All right. Duetonemous, with a mighty roar that's almost bestial in nature, charges forward and in one smooth motion brings his greatsword down to cut deep into the shoulder of the orc Biggin, cutting through his scrappy armor. Even still, the orc smiles at this with blood burbling out of his mouth and goes, "Right, that one hurt, so I'm gonna do you proper."
Oh god.
Alrighty.
Duetonemous is
You made it mad.
I believe this is your turn. That was your turn, right? Mr. Jason?
Who?
Oh yeah, that'll end my turn.
So, Gormok, still devastated at not getting a chance to fight either one of you, decides, fuck it, you were a dick to him, so he's going to be a dick too. And he's going to walk up, and he's going to stick you with a shiv in the back. And by a shiv, I mean an axe, because he's not a mork guy, he's a gork kind of guy.
Okay.
I kind of close my eyes and think to myself, I knew that was coming.
As he runs up behind you, making no pretenses of being sneaky, he says, "Oi, stupid human git! I've got something for you!" And he hit you. Assuredly hit you.
Yeah, I only have 15 AC, so.
For 10 damage.
Okay, I have that to 5 because it is a slashing, I believe, since it's an axe.
It is, in fact, a slashing weapon.
All right, so I take 5 damage.
Bring you down to 20 HP.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Yes, sir. Gormok looks relatively disappointed and goes, "Oh, you me! After all I've done that, you're supposed to be dead!" Which will bring us to our next person.
It's just one heartbreak after another for this.
It's
Gormok.
it's a tough day to be Gormok, yeah, for sure. He's not into this. So the orc that missed his charge and was closest to you, Magitha, gets off his mount and pats it away. He then heps his orcish cleaver and says, "Right, I know how you dodged that, but you're not gonna do it again." And he moves towards you and takes a mighty swing with it. Your AC is what again?
17.
He gotcha.
Dang it!
Ooh.
For 7 damage.
Ooh.
Ah.
Okay. Ow.
He
How
goes,
dare you hurt Magitha?
he manages to, with surprising grace for an orc, feint around your shield, and it manages to go right through your armor. So now it will be, I believe, let me double check, sorry, initiative's always weird on the first turn. Okay. It's this motherfucker's turn now. Alright, so now the one nearest to Dharmir's turn. He has a spear and a shield. And he looks at you and goes, "You ain't got no weapons on ya. I bet you're one of them weird boys. You ain't gonna sling no spells when you're dead." He moves towards you and thrusts his spear at you.
Asshole.
Asshole! He nat 20'd.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Bork bless this orc strike as he strikes down at you, punishing you for being a little wimp who uses spells.
Okay. How much do we do?
12.
Fucking pussy.
12 damage.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, I mean that's 8, and then so I'm at 12 health now.
As a gush of your Icarus blood spills out, the orc says, "Ha! I saw him proper! And it's me boss!"
Hmm.
which will actually bring us to Dharmir.
Okay.
Dharmir, fresh from your insult of being struck so heavily by a lowly greenskin, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm not too happy about that, but I was wondering.
Oh.
Am I within 30 feet? If I were to move, would I be able to be within 30 feet of at least 3 of them? Because it sounds like they're somewhat close.
Let's see, this one moved up to you.
Yeah.
The other ones were
Is
20
near
feet,
Tay.
30 feet away from you. So if you move 30 feet, you'd be close to the 2 that are clustered near Tay. So you could be able to hit 2 at once if that's what you're trying to ask.
2 at once at most.
Yes.
I mean, I would
Unless
create some distance
you
if
wanted
they
to
fail.
goad one of the other orc to chase after you and then try to like hold your action until he charged at you. It's an
Well,
option you
I
could
mean,
try.
I'm already at 12 health, so I was thinking about trying out my new puppet spell actually.
Okay. I mean, dude, if that's what you want to do, then you need to be going for that, I
All
believe.
right. Let me
This is what
double
Dharmir
check
is
it.
going to do.
I'm going to use puppet just for. Okay, so they need to make a
Constitution saving throw.
yeah. All right. So I'll cast puppet on the one that is right by me.
Fuck, this sad orc, stabbed me. Fair enough. All right. So what's the roll that I have to overcome? Like, what's the number?
Just say on a.
It's 10 plus your spellcasting level plus your proficiency or something like that, right? Or is it your modifier?
Spell has
Jason?
no effect on con
Jason.
saving throw. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
Fucking,
can you not hear me?
No, I couldn't. Determining rolls is what is it again?
What's my what? Sorry.
The spellcaster is trying to determine his Constitution saving throw. It's 10 plus his what and his what? I always fucking realize.
Charisma?
His Constitution saving throw, his spell save DC would be 8 plus your charisma.
Eight.
Plus your proficiency
Yes, that's
bonus.
what it is. Yes, okay, yeah, it's your fucking stat modifier.
All right,
So eight
so
plus
that would
charisma
be
plus
14. So my
He's gotta
charisma
get
bonus.
14.
Yeah, so 8 plus 4 is 12, and plus 2 is 14.
He passes.
Oh my god. All right. Well, that
You
sucks.
reach out your hand and whisper some words to the warp, attempting to cause his own flesh to disobey him. He looks at you and goes, "Right, I told you, you Morky boys can't mess with a son of Gork!"
To be clear, this isn't a melee spell attack, right? It's just a saving.
It's actually has a range of 120 feet.
Okay, so
It
yeah,
says make a saving throw.
it needs a save. I was asking because the spell attack is the charisma modifier plus the proficiency bonus, and that's it.
Yeah.
So 5.
I am on top of that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's now going to be the other boy near Magitha, who is disregarding Dharmir because he sees that he's getting the fade tossed on him by the other orc, in his eyes at least. So he's going to take out his pair of axes and come up and try to zog you from behind, because he is a Morky boy. He likes to be cunning before he's brutal.
Oh, okay.
What's your AC again? 17?
Yes, it is.
He hits you once out of his barrage of blows,
Jeez.
dealing 8 damage.
And I am now at 0 health.
Before you win.
Shit. You're down.
Which is
I say the adorable beastman is down. What do we do?
All right. So now was like, "Well, you ain't so tough. How'd you even miss him?" As he points to the other orc. And the orc goes, "Oh, shut up. Let's just chop it up and eat it already. Or feed it to the squigs." Now, Tay,
yeah.
before I tell you anything, let me do this roll first, because I don't know what I'm about to tell you. Okay. As you begin to slide into unconsciousness, you see the orcs gathering around you and preparing to finish you off and begin their feast. You just go ahead and close.
He's back.
Who'd we lose? Okay. You go ahead and close your eyes, preparing for the inevitable. But when the inevitable does not come, you open your eyes and see in front of you a bubbling cauldron amidst a mass fetid garden of rot.
I'd like to do a perception check. Is
Go
that
ahead.
possible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you have your faculties right now.
Well, I did 9, so not the best.
That's all right. It takes only a slight glance upwards to see that there is something stirring the cauldron. A very large something. An obese mass of flesh and pox and boils and pus. It licks its lips as it tastes from the broth from within the cauldron and looks down to you fondly. It then extends the ladle with the broth out to you for you to drink.
I guess I feel kind of stupid right now, so like I feel like I'm a little bit out of it, and I just go ahead and take what's offered.
You drink deeply of the noxious bile, and you feel consciousness returned as you are given renewed vigor. You've got 1 HP. You get your turn. Make it worth something.
Okay, so both
Nurgle's
of these.
blessed you to stand, but it may have some consequences. So actually, we'll go ahead and do this now. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Which is just a 20, right?
Mm-hmm. And your Constitution modifier.
Just like knocks her down again. It's like, well, shit.
That's
I
not
got a 3.
Oh my god. This was not
You
the best
will-
broth.
You're gonna receive a blessing from Nurgle. Let's
Okay.
roll a luck roll and see what happens. Oh, it's a good one.
Is-
It's not even that bad. You
Like a
just
10.
I will say the only thing that you notice now is that you have a couple of weird looking boils on you.
Okay.
And now it's your turn.
So are both of these guys within 5 feet of me?
They are.
I'd like to use Toll the Dead.
Toll of the Dead?
Yeah.
Okay. I might have to let me double check what that does. You fucking necromancers. And your necromancy bullshit.
Hell yeah.
Point at one creature you can see within range when the sound of a doorless bell fills the air around it for a moment. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Ooh, wow.
Since I'm a death cleric, and they're both within 5 feet of me, I can
You
target
can
both
hit
of them.
both of them. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. That's fucking bullshit. All right, so wisdom saving throw. So it's 8 plus whatever your spell casting skill is, which I think is also charisma because you're a cleric, and then your proficiency bonus. So what is
It's
that?
it's wisdom, but it's 13.
Oh. 13? All right.
Mm-hmm.
They do wisdom saving throw. Oh, fuck me. One of them nat 1, and the other failed.
So I do 1d8
You're gonna
necrotic
roll
damage.
double damage to the one that critical failed. You'll roll twice.
Okay.
Oh shit.
That will be its
So
punishment.
let's do that one first.
Okay, that's the one with the cleaver.
5 plus 8. 13?
Plus your wisdom modifier, right? Right? Is that how that works in this one?
I don't think so. It doesn't say plus my
No,
wisdom
it
modifier.
doesn't. That's a shame too.
Wait, what are you trying to calculate?
Damage from a spell.
It just does what it says it does.
That's what I thought. Okay, it's like Pathfinder. That's a shame. All right, how much did it do?
13 to that dude.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, when you raise your finger and the sound of a bell begins to surround the orcs. One of them like reaches his hands to his ears, but it's too late. This thick, pustulous bile begins to explode from his ears, his mouth, and his eyes as Nurgle's blessings fill his body and mind, and he dies.
That's right.
Painful, pustulous death.
Why
And
should
the
The other one takes 7 damage.
Damn. The other one retches up this bilious fluid that's filled with his own blood and then other people's eyeballs and fingers. Probably from his own meal, to be fair.
Cool. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to heal myself from 1 HP with Healing Word.
Dear Lord. Fucking Magitha with the power plays.
Right?
3 plus 3, 6. So now I have 7 HP.
There you go, buddy. God damn. Alright. It's now the Orc Biggins turn.
I admire the shit out of this this incredibly tactful tiny beastman and their bomb ass play.
The Orc looks
guess
to
I
the Orc Biggin looks to Tecta and to Duetonemous. He looks to Tecta first and goes, "You hit nice and hard." And then he looks to Duetonemous, "But you hit me harder. So now I've got to soak ya." He's gonna attack you.
All right.
He sucks. I hate him.
Not Duetonemous Riker this day.
The orc is certainly strong, but it's rare that he meets a human of equal strength. Not counting on this, he's very surprised when his blows are blocked and deflected,
Ching ching.
which will bring us back to Oliver. Tecta's turn.
Okay.
I do enjoy a good parry.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Jack, I did a dumb earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot I unlocked a fighting style thing because I leveled up. I already had it selected everything, but I forgot about dueling. I get a +2 to all damage rolls. I forgot about that.
No, dueling only works if you don't have
If
a
I
shield.
one hand, it's the
I'm pretty sure at
what I
least.
found it says it's one hand and no
Let me
other
look at
weapons.
that.
It didn't
There's
count the
one
shield.
like that.
Was
Yeah, it does say no other weapons, so I guess I give you that. Although, that being said, the shield you're using is a weapon. So that's actually saying, I mean, you literally can attack with it. It is literally a weapon.
Yeah, okay, I'll switch to protection. Okay.
I'm reading it says the shield is not a weapon. It's designed to be a sword and broad feature. Shield is definitely not a weapon.
Mhm.
No weapon stats. No currently. Okay.
His weapon's a shield, though. Or his shield's a weapon.
Yeah, because he can. Okay.
I can smack people with it. Okay, I'm just
That being
gonna...
said, I mean, you could use dueling. It's not that strong. Honestly.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Protection's
I'll switch
very
to
good.
protection.
I honestly think
Yes,
protection's
I'll switch to
better for what you're
protection,
doing.
Well, I'm gonna smack him again.
Okay.
I believe there's a shield bash ability in 5e. I think our Krog is
I'm
actually.
using a shield bash.
Okay.
That's
His
one of my
works a little,
things.
yeah, his is augmented with the way he fights. He can choose to roll as an attack now with his magical shield.
Yep.
And against
Okay,
certain
so-
enemies, it'll do bonus damage.
Okay,
Not
let's
great,
see.
so.
So I get to add my bonus. So I rolled a dirty 20 on my bonking stick.
That's a hit.
Okay. And I rolled
Hey,
Five,
what did you do that?
so I get a 5 plus. I do 8 damage with that. And I guess I'll try to smack him with my shield again as well. And I rolled a 15.
You missed.
Okay. So I deal 8 more damage.
Lunging out with your shield, the orc knocks it away, only to find your mace immediately striking him in the chest. A sound rebuttal. You hear the crack of a rib. You can tell that he is clearly in pain. Still, he stands strong.
This guy's
And
pretty
that'll
hardy.
be the end of my turn.
He is pretty hardy.
Which makes sense. I'd expect him to be, but
It's now Duetonemous' turn.
All right. So
Smack the bitch out of him.
I kind of grin and stare at the orc, and I say, "Zog me, zog me. Let's find out who shall truly be zogged this day." And I bring my my sword low on the big one.
Go for it, buddy.
Time I am not taking a reckless attack. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a regular. Oops, fuck. So, that is a 13.
You miss.
Damn.
Duetonemous brings down his sword in another sweeping arc to strike the other shoulder of the orc. The orc sees the blow and goes, "You can't use that again, you me!" and blocks it and prepares for his own strike. Which will bring us back to Gormok. Or Gormok.
I have an
Gormok.
idea for him if I end up being able to like take an action on him.
Gormok, now watching the Biggin get just the fade caught on him, is getting increasingly distressed at his own inability to fell Duetonemous. So he decides to move on to different prey and will go to attack Tecta.
Okay.
Miss.
Coward!
He nat 20 total.
Fuck me.
The orc, actually an originator of the Savage Land, so a savage orc at that, remembers all too well the delicious taste of lizard flesh. And as he looks at you, he salivates and remembers the weak points of a lizard's body and strikes true and hard. Dealing.
Oh god, is it a savage critical?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was happening.
Let's see. 16 damage.
Oof.
Fuck.
Yeah, on
Well,
on a
I have
savage
3 health, guys.
On a savage critical, orcs get 3 fucking dice rolls.
Yeah.
Critical.
Also, because these are Warhammer orcs, there's something else I actually need to do. Unique functionality they have. Oh. Gormok, after achieving such a mighty blow, feels feels invigorated and inspired. He looks around and he throws his shield to the ground, holding just his axe now, and says, "I don't need none of you other orcs. I'm the biggest and the strongest." As he says this, you can see him begin to actually swell in size, and he grows larger.
Yeah, orcs do that. It's no bueno.
I bet he's getting
Orcs-
like temporary hit points off of that too, huh?
Oh, it's not gonna be good.
I did
Orcs,
not like that chocolate.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jason, can I just hide behind you next turn so I can heal myself?
Dude, I've been trying to tank. I ran up to the big guy and just started smacking him. That's like the best I got. You can do whatever, buddy.
Orcs,
Yeah.
they literally swell in size and strength the more fun they're having in a fight.
I take half the fucking damage for getting smacked on, and I have the most health, and I was genuinely trying to get up front for you guys.
I'll go ahead and tell you guys this too, because I don't want to worry too much about 2 big guys now. The biggin that you guys have been fighting, he's still alive because he's a barbarian.
Okay.
So he's been taking half damage. That's what I was alluding to earlier. Thought that'd be fair for you guys to know at this point.
I'll have to just
I'm
get
more
more
focused on trying not
barbarian.
to die now.
You know what I'm saying, Jack? I'm gonna get twice as barbarian.
So after Gormok's, devastating debut, our other orc boy performed well. The one that attacked Dharmir earlier is now
Bitch ass.
He's also feeling pretty good about himself. He's not getting bigger anytime soon, but he's definitely gloating a little. Yeah, he's kind of like walking around you before his attack, going, "That's right, elf boy. You've got nothing but them spells, and I've got good orc steel." And he stabs at you again. It's not good orc steel, by the way.
That's not the one that was killed. Okay.
No.
Alright.
The one that was deaded was the one that was near day. Tay. He does not get you.
Nice.
You You see that he's going for the same move, probably because he's overconfident about how well it went last time, and you're easily able to step to the side, delivering an insult of your own. You make it look almost effortless, despite the blood pooling from your now ripped open stomach.
As if a follower of Zenich would fall to such a petty trick twice. There we go. That's my
Most
insult.
excellent. Most excellent. Most excellent. All right, it's now your turn because the other guy that was going to go before you is deaded.
All right. Well, I was gonna give this guy an easy way out. Just puppet him, make him drop his weapons, and run like a certain feet away. But I'm kind of pissed now, so I'm gonna cast good old Ray of Sickness.
Ray of Sickness. Tired and true classic right there, man. Let him have it, bro.
Going for it. It'd be nice to poison him, is all. So, all right.
Oh,
Roll
yeah. Ray of Sickness is sick, bro.
19.
Oh, no. Yeah, you got him.
All
All
right.
right. What's your Constitution saving throw thing again? I know what it is to make it now, but what is it again? Remind me. It's 8 plus your charisma modifier plus proficiency bonus. It's 14, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He does not pass.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, yeah.
So roll D8, D8. 1 and a 3. But at least he's poisoned, I guess. That sucks.
Still at 4 damage.
And he's poisoned. Oh.
Yeah, so he'll take a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
So it's kind of like
objectively good.
so I guess
You hamstrung him.
I guess I shot out kind of a weaker Ray of Sickness, but one that felt somewhat more targeted. And
You've been cast.
yeah, and one that it's like like a weaker Ray of Sickness, but it's like more like a wave to where like I'm trying to get him down.
I'm glad you hit and that you confirmed your other thing because it does some stuff. It confirms some stuff for me. At the beginning of this session, I did not tell you guys, but I rolled to see which one of the gods was favored by the winds of magic today. That god was Zinch. So I'm going to do a luck roll now because you casted a spell gifted to you by Zinch in a land that is filled with the winds of magic at this moment.
Is that how you pronounce it? Not Zenich?
It's actually either one.
Zinch. Okay, now
I like to switch it up every now and then. It depends on where you come from. I think for you, it would be Zenich because it's usually how Dark Elves say it. But if you're from the more southern regions where Dark Elves come from, it would still be. So it's really up to you. Whichever one sounds better to you. You rolled one of the positive results on my long-ass list of luck shit. Your spell is going to overcast. Roll me another 2d8.
Ooh. All right. I got a 2, and then a 5. So we got 11 total. So plus another 7.
All right.
Overcast.
Dharmir outstretches his
Cloudy
pawn.
out here.
What did you say, Jason?
I said overcast. It's looking cloudy out here.
When you extend your hand, instead of the sickly, almost yellow colored, like feeble ray that usually protrudes forth, this dark, tumultuous, swirling eddy of colors, the raw energy of the warp bursts forth from your hand and cleaves into the orc, ripping one of his arms apart and letting it just be lost forever in the warp as he stumbles, taking a tremendous amount of damage.
Oof.
It's really impressive.
Considering it wasn't halved, I guess that's the most damage so far. Because I lucked out. Appreciate you, Zenich. You the real homie.
It really isn't.
All right, so it's now going to be the dual-wielding orc's turn. He looks over to his ally, who is now literally a convulsing mass of noxious bile, and just goes, "That's not right. He didn't die okay and proper, and neither will you." He then charges at you again and attacks. He's gonna hit once
Okay.
for 5 damage.
All right.
That's Tay.
Oh, he hit me
Yeah.
for 5 damage? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Hey, dead.
Because
No,
remember,
I'm
Tay
not dead.
can reduce something into disease. Now Tay's got 2 HP now. So
Yes.
Yeah, take that, bro. It's also her turn, so.
So, you said that I had weird boils. Are they on my face, right?
Mostly your hands.
Oh, my hands. Okay, cool.
There's
I
not
just
too
wanted to
many of them yet
confirm.
either. At
Okay,
least you see them on your hands. They may be other places. You're not sure yet. You don't got them here.
true. Okay, so Magitha says, that really hurt, but what I'm about to do is going to hurt a lot more. And she makes attack with her warhammer.
Oh, God.
And it fell on the ground. No!
Little old poop hammer 40K.
After I see all
Okay.
these wounds, I say, I think they make a salve or a balm for that.
Sorry, hold on a second. I just dropped it on the ground. I'm going to have to...
I'll be right back, guys.
Come on. Okay, 19 plus 2
You hit.
is 21. Okay, cool. So
Definitely
I'm gonna
hit.
do... First, I'm going to do 1d8, 7, d4, reroll. I'm going to reroll that. Makes it 8, plus 2 makes it 10. Necrotic bludgeoning damage.
You did 10.
Well, I did, like, yeah.
All right. Your hammer smashes through the orc's pathetic armor, and he simply isn't able to dodge fast enough, still flustered by the magic you've already displayed. The hammer gouges deep in his chest, and the moment he does, he screams in agony, but that agony is stifled as the noxious bile once again pours from his mouth, and the flesh begins to slaw off of his bones as disease takes him.
Get
He
wrecked.
deaded.
That's right. And then I spit on him, and I turn around, and I look at what's going on with... wait, is there another orc around us, me and Dharmir?
Nearest one is near Dharmir now.
Okay, so I look towards Dharmir, and I...
He's diseased and
You see
missing an arm, so...
You see Dharmir's hand still outstretched with the energies of the warp crackling around him. You see the orc with literally a chunk of his body just gone, an arm taken with it, and behind him, the ruined building behind him has a new hole.
Oh, okay. So then I'm gonna turn towards big guy, Tecta and Duetonemous.
They are far away from you, just so you know.
Shit. Okay. What's the nearest enemy that isn't dealing with
Already
Dharmir? 'Cause it
damaged?
seems-
No one. It's Gormok and the Biggin are fighting Tecta and Duetonemous. Dharmir's fighting super injured guy. So you're going to have to make some move actions if you want to try to reach the homies.
Well, I'm gonna head towards, since I could always do like a cantrip or a spell on the way, I'm gonna start moving towards the big guy.
Okay.
Even though I won't be able to make it in one turn.
You'll be able to reach there your second round.
Yeah, cool.
All right. There you go, dude. Making use of them turns. God damn. It's now the Biggins' turn. And he looks over to Tecta and he goes, "Looks like my boy's got you handled. So it's just me and this dirty Yumi. You done hit me for the last time." And he swings at Duetonemous.
I double rage as a reaction.
Objection!
You want to turn into a werewolf while he's attacking you?
Hold on.
Yes.
I believe raging is a reaction, so, or it might be a bonus. Let me look it up. As a barbarian, I think it might be a bonus, so that I can't do it then. But
It's a bonus action. You cannot do that.
okay, well, I'm still regular in rage, so fuck it.
He's gonna reckless attack you. What's your AC again?
15.
He got you. God damn it. For 6 damage. Which will
3 or
only be 3.
Yeah. Ooh.
He's such a fucking loser. I'm so disappointed in him. He brings its axe across and slashes you, but your barbaric tenacity and vitality means tis but a scratch. So yeah.
Cackle wildly.
Man, if Sigmus wasn't busy fighting something else, he would be really disappointed in you with that one. He'd be like, really? Ham it up some more? Come on. Alright, it's Oliver's turn.
For some reason, that reminded me of Mandark's laugh. Ha 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 ha. But you know,
Oh yeah.
that doesn't really that doesn't really fit your character. All right.
I'm gonna use lay on hands on myself.
Yeah, dude, touch your body. How much healing yourself for?
I've been doing that every night. I thought the same
I
thing.
can heal myself for 10 hit points at the most. So I'm
Using
gonna do
all
that.
of them? Okay. You're at 13 HP now. Now what's the plan?
I'm just gonna hold my guard up for the moment. And then that's my turn.
Alright. I suppose that is an action, so yeah. That brings us back to Duetonemous.
So gonna take my
Now
double
in
rage.
range.
Don't
I mean,
know.
you've got advantage on him. You've got advantage on him. He reckless attacked.
Well, no, I have to use reckless attack multiple times to get the advantage of doing it.
No, I mean, he reckless attacked.
Okay.
So you got advantage on it.
Okay.
Because he reckless attacked, yeah.
So do I get any bonuses for double enragement? I think we discussed this previously.
Yes. They'll get a lot more. There'll be a lot more of a big deal later. But you add an extra point to your rage damage, and then you have your weapons, your natural weapons, which are pretty strong, and you get your strength modifier for both of them, because you can always do 2 attacks, like a claw and a bite, or 2 claws.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I've got my natural weapons pulled up. I think they're the primal path weapons.
Yeah, but I think we made them a little stronger. Was what happened. I'm pretty sure. What are the claws?
The claws are a 1d6 slashing damage on hit. You can attack twice with them though, but that's what my hit sword does anyway. Is 2d6. So.
Yeah, I was about to say I think those should be D8s actually.
But if you give me,
because you're a full-on wolfkin.
I can do a claw and a bite, and the bite is a 1d8.
I would rather make the bite a single attack that's 1d10 and give you 1d8s on your claws. So there's more damage there, but you have less a chance of dealing that full damage.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and just stab my sword into the ground real quick next to me, fully turn into a werewolf, brandishing my claws, and then just start to rip him asunder.
So you can use your claw attacks. Go for it.
So you said that is 2d8.
Yep, for each. Well, 1d8 for each one. Yeah.
1d8 for each one. So that's 7 plus my 5 plus 7. Oh wait, no, I need to roll to hit. Fuck. We do that. So I got advantage on the first one. That is a 25.
You hit.
Yeah, that's 25. And so I just rolled the damage dice. It is a 7 plus 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a 15.
I'm just the first one. Did you even do your second one?
Nope, not yet.
Well, you better do that then.
I will. The second one, my to hit is a 16 to hit.
Normally you would have missed him right there, but he's dead.
So I'm just clawing his dead body apart at this moment.
Duetonemous does a full transformation to the hideous wolfkin that he is, slams the fucking orc into the ground, and in that very process he likely killed him as he just begins to rip his body to shreds.
I was
Yeah.
wondering, so if orcs can kind of get like a boon from seeing other orcs do badass shit, does it work the opposite at all?
It does, kind of. I mean, works for everybody. That's just the way warbands work. At this point, they've lost enough people, they're going to have to do a route check, which will be pretty high for them because they just lost their leader.
Well, that kind of changes my plans because I was planning about making an example out of this one-armed orc in front of me, but
The particularly injured orc is going to try to run, but Gormok, just because now he's a bigot himself, he doesn't give a shit. He watches the other one start to run away and goes, "Get out of here, you grunt! If I see it, I'll shoot you myself!"
does that mean I get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it doesn't. It's not an action to take out your weapons, is what I've read. So does that mean that I could just like take out my sickles of rending and slash at him twice?
Sure.
I wanted to use those. I haven't tried them out yet.
How many combat rounds has it been? Does anybody know?
This is the fourth.
Okay, so this is the fourth, and I did just transform, so I think I have 2 rounds of werewolf rage before unenraging.
Well, I got a 5, so I guess I don't.
On your first attack,
Double.
No. Do I not have to roll for if I
you
hit?
roll for both attacks.
Well, I rolled if I hit or not. I got a 5. I don't know if that matters.
Is that with your first weapon? Have you rolled for your second yet?
I have not. The
God damn
second
it.
one, nat 20.
Well, there you go then. We definitely hit. Roll double damage.
All right.
Roll double damage.
We got 2 3s.
So that's 6. Then roll your d4 for bleeding.
Like how much bleed damage will do?
Yeah.
4. All right.
Right.
That's not like a saving throw, and they just like are bleeding then, or that's not how that works.
You'll
Is that
see.
how it works? Okay.
So I mean, you won't see this time because you killed the living Christ out of him. But
What did it say? Okay,
you
so
are
before I do this,
desperately. Okay.
before I do this, it's like such a cowardly creature. I'd like to make an example out of you. Look at your friends, and because it's the last thing you'll see before I rip you to shreds.
The orc attempts to glance over, but even as he does, the sickle slashes through him, penetrating his heart and ripping it open, causing a geyser of blood to erupt from his open wound on his back.
Like Japanese movie
Oh yeah,
style.
we're talking the Japanese blood spray.
Fuck
Full on
yeah.
kill bill.
He's been deaded.
Very dead.
Da-da-da-da-da.
It's now going to be Gormok's turn. He looks at all the pile of orc corpses at this point and sees that the Bretonnians are finishing off his comrades and says, "Doesn't matter. I didn't need any of them. I's the orkiest one there is." He then reaches over and grabs the. Well, I guess he'll attempt to, yeah, because I don't know if that's something he can. Yeah, pretty sure it's something that can be contested. He's gonna try to pick up your sword, Duetonemous.
Ooh.
Is there anything?
Ripping this dude apart, so I don't.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so he's gonna take the sword out of the ground and he's gonna attack Tecta because Tecta's now, near him.
It's 2d6 and it's silvered.
What's your AC again, bud?
Mine?
Yeah.
With my shield out, it is an 18.
Wait, that
You
would
take,
Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry.
you take 9 damage.
God damn it!
Since it's silver, does that do more to you, Jason? Would have that done more to you to do
No,
to Duetonemous?
no, it does more damage. It does like damage to ghosts and shit and fucking creepy stuff. I imagine.
Against like true
Well, I have
werewolf,
more
yes,
health
but
now than I did
Okay.
earlier, so I'm
I was
still
curious
okay.
about that.
Got 4 health. Let's go.
That's enough. You'll survive.
It is.
all right. It's now Dharmir's turn.
Oh yeah.
Dharmir, you just watched Gormok slam his Duetonemous' sword into Tecta, and even though he braces with his shield, the sheer force of it causes the Saurian to spit up blood.
Okay, so he's the last one.
Yes,
Hmm.
his big ass self is the last one.
Well, I want to try puppet again because I have an idea.
Okay,
So he has to beat 14.
he does not.
I believe you picked up my weapons, my my weapon's friend. My friend's weapon. I'd like you to drop that and then stand back at a safe distance of about 30 feet. I'm assuming that's about how far you can walk.
Yeah.
So that we can finish you off whenever we
At
see
your
fit.
leisure. Yeah. He looks at you and starts laughing and goes, right, hear me? Well, I got something I'm going to do. Listen to you? Otherwise, would I listen to... Where'd my sticker go? He looks at his hand and sees that the sword is gone and that he's moved 30 feet. And he goes, you ain't no human. You one of them knife-eared boys. Nah, you hate yous.
Too bad.
He just looks down and realizes the sword's not here anymore. Fuck.
There's like a little extra note for Puppet that says this is probably overpowered. You should just make someone only be able to walk or only be able to disarm. It's like, I want to go for that.
Pretty strong.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I think on strong, I did read that note too, and I think on stronger enemies, I might require like a second roll for the disarm.
Uh-huh.
But
wanted
like
to nerf it a
against,
little
he's
bit.
just he's just a dummy orc, dude. He may be dummy thick, but he ain't smart. You got this.
My character's, I'm like lawful evil, so I kind of want to like fucking break him before we fucking murder him. Not murder him.
So
kill
now
him.
it's I mean you are murdering him. It's Magitha's turn.
How
I thought-
far away? I was moving across the battlefield. How far away is he from me?
You can well now he's moved 30 feet. It'll take you 2 turns to get within melee range
Oh,
because he's
shit.
60 feet away.
Fuck.
So
my
he's
bad.
60 feet away from me?
He is.
Okay.
He moved
Um,
directly
I
away
wanna...
Sorry.
Yeah, the way he would have moved from the way you described it would have been away from Duetonemous and Tecta. So yeah.
Yeah, go for it. All right, sorry.
So, I do want to do Toll of the Dead again. And since he already has damage,
You do a
okay.
D12 instead.
Yeah,
Well, he didn't pass his roll, so yeah, you'll be doing a D12.
okay.
Wait, Warlock didn't take any damage yet.
Oh, he hasn't?
No,
No,
Warlock
he's
is not
not.
taking damage.
Oh, in that case, I'm going to use Sacred Flame instead.
Oh Christ! Does he need a saving throw for that one too?
Deck save.
Oh, to see if he takes half damage.
Dexterity.
His dexterity's also terrible, so yeah, he didn't pass that shit. Promise you that.
Okay.
Trust.
Where did I just put my D8?
Trust and
Okay,
believe.
right here. 7 radiant damage.
All right.
Eat, 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 eat.
A stream of fire, a strange, sickly green color, flows across the battlefield and strikes Gormok, enveloping him for a moment. There's now singe marks on him, and he goes, "This is why I hate magics and you morky boys. Why can't you just fight?"
I hope it was spicy.
I hope it was spicy, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. All right, Oliver, it's your turn.
Well, I can't heal anymore. I'm out of that now, so
So now it's time to kill things.
now it's time to kill things. So I'm going to
Do it.
smite him.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
go for
I'm
your
angry
attack roll.
now.
I'm out of spells now too.
Yep.
You got cancer.
Dirty 20.
You hit him.
Yeah, I assume so. Okay. And I'm also gonna roll for just smack him with my shield because fuck it. And I got 17 for that.
You hit him.
Yep. Okay. Okay, 7. Oh boy. And then 1 second, I have to do math.
I was gonna save my other spell slot for Puppeteer or to use Puppet on Gork or Gormok was his name.
Gormok, yeah.
If he hadn't made that
Okay,
attack,
Jack.
if he had like made another like missed attack or something, I would have like disarmed him and then made him even more sad because he just literally can't fight anymore.
Oh, there we go. I do 23 damage.
Okay. Okay. So that happened.
23 damage. I thought my
Tecta rises to his full height, and it almost rivals that of Gormok. He looks over and says, "Just 'cause I ain't got a weapon doesn't mean I can't." And Tecta interrupts him with a stunning rebuttal with his mace, slamming it across Gormok's face and taking its jaw with it. As soon as the mace connects, a piercing flash of light comes down from the sky and bolts onto the orc, searing its flesh, exposing bone. Even then, Tecta does not stop. He drives his shield into the stomach of the orc and splits him asunder. He deaded.
Become split asunder, nerd.
He did. So, oh wait, is everyone dead? Do we help the Bretonians now?
The Bretonians have actually just finished off the last of the orcs. They imprisoned them and then beheaded them.
Okay, wait, no, I'm still fucking raging. I'm still a werewolf, so do I need to roll for that, or like, what's up?
Well, I mean, you can you first you have to roll. You can try to control your beast lust, and then boyos are if you can't get out of it in this one, they're gonna see you. Not all of them know what you were until now, so who knows how they'll react.
What do I roll?
We're gonna make this a I'm gonna say a wisdom save.
Okay, so like a will save.
Yeah, exactly. It's a test of your own willpower.
Okay, well,
Nat 1. Oh no.
got a 14.
Hey.
You pass. Surrounded by your friends and people that you admire, you find it easy to stoke your bloodlust. And mere moments before Albrecht glances over to you, raising his sword in honor of your combined victory, you return to your human state.
I was imagining if like he'd nat 1 or something that he'd like turn to hit Tecta.
You would attack
or-
Tecta immediately.
Yeah, that could be a bad situation.
I'm covered
Yeah, you
in.
probably could have one-shot
I'm
me
covered head
easily.
to toe in green skin blood.
Duetonemous, I think you look a lot cuter the other way, but
I appreciate that, little beastman. Let us go count the losses of the Bretonians. I roll call the Bretonians for casualties.
All three of them stand tall, undaunted. Their armor is unblemished. They defeated the orcs with ease.
What the? Where were they? Oh, how many were they fighting?
A lot. They got attacked by the cavalry itself, so they had to not only deal with the orcs, they had to deal with the mounts.
Oh shit.
They're just
Dang.
Chads, aren't they?
They're Grail Knights. They're up there. They're strong. They're very strong.
I am under that impression now. Yeah, after seeing them.
Expected no less from men such as yourself, men of Sigmar. Let's rejoice in our victory.
And Sigmar.
And I raise my sword. I go grab my sword, and then I raise it into the air.
This victory we dedicate to the lady. Galahad raises his sword as Albrecht comes forward to each of you and goes, "Is there a wounded among you?"
Oh yeah.
Probably, but I believe my friends are in greater need of healing than I.
I'm actually doing all right. I'm at like 12.
I'll treat your wounds as best as I can.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
So Tecta, he's going to use his lay on hands on you first. For 15 HP, so you're at max life.
Hey.
He still has 10 left. He will use that on Tay to bring up to 13.
I only need
Okay,
4,
thank
so
you.
maybe I just need like a potion or something. Don't need-
He was going to give you a potion already, so yeah. You
Okay.
get a potion of healing, and he's going to cast Healing Word on Jason.
So he's level 5 then, Jack?
What?
So is that dude level 5 then? I'm just guessing. 'cause
Sure,
that's
let's
how
say it's
lay
just
on
level
hands-
5.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
you
lot
said he
of
only had
spell
10
slots.
Well, you said he only
No, I'm
had
kidding.
10
Yes, he's
points
level
left
5.
after using 15.
Yes,
Yeah.
Albrecht is level 5.
It's Chad.
Jason, you now have 24 life.
Yes.
Oh,
I look
hold
at
on.
him and I say, "You may not be men of the North, but you are noble warriors indeed."
I'll
I
hold on
thank
to
you
this.
for the praise. I only regret that I was not able to heal all of your wounds completely.
But it's great. This but a scratch.
It's okay.
We'll do all right.
You did real good.
So yeah, fresh from the high of your victory, you and the warriors let loose the celebratory battle cries. Victory has been achieved, and it is likely that for a short period at least, other warbands who heard that battle will likely stay away from you due to how well you fought and your success. However, with the death of every warband, there is the glimmer of opportunity, as their wagon is likely located nearby, and it will contain loot and possibly precious wyrdstone.
Ooh, let's go check that out.
I turn to Sigmus real quick and I say, "You know the drill, boy." And by that I mean, let's loot the bodies.
We're even taking green skins now. They won't even have coin, Father. It'll only be teeth.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like shitty weapons
The
and stuff.
likelihood that they could have something useful on them, we cannot pass up.
Might as well check.
For once, we are in agreement, Father. And he goes over and dutifully begins searching the corpses. Despite his previous grumblings, he's really thorough. Like, he lifts up their orc dangles and everything.
Oh,
He
That's
going
my
for
boy,
it.
touching orc dangles. Just the way I
That's my boy.
Just kidding. They don't even have dangles, so. Orcs have Kendall crotches. That's
because
real.
they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't procreate through.
Because they're
Yeah.
fungus.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fungal creatures. So yeah, when you guys killed them, you gave birth to a whole bunch of orcs. Congratulations.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Orcs
All
we'll
right,
have
so-
to deal with at least for now.
If you guys want to search for the wagon, you are welcome to go for that.
Oh, okay.
A perception check.
It's just it is a perception check.
Bada
Or,
bing, I got an 8.
survival or investigation would be acceptable.
I probably didn't see shit.
I
Do I
rolled
have to do
an,
an investigation to loot the orcs?
I got a 21 on my perception check.
Jeez, coming through with the rolls tonight, Oliver.
Only on perception, really, apparently.
Your Jackentire?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
What's up, buddy?
I was going to say, do I have to do an investigation to loot the orcs?
No. It's like they're not hiding any of their fucking possessions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you.
But yeah, you guys are able to find the wagon. It was in a really obvious place, actually. It was like a really short distance from the ambush, and probably in case the orcs wouldn't forget, it had a sign written above it that just literally says "The Orcs Wagon."
Okay.
Oh.
As for Sigmus and Duetonemous, you guys find a lot of teeth, like multiple handfuls of teeth. Some shoddy iron weapons, look like they were looted off battlefields. A few spare helmets there and there, and a gold piece from the Biggin himself.
Hey,
Hey.
Look at this. See, this is why we loot corpses, Sigmus.
Right. That whole gold piece was worth smelling like dead orcs.
Should we return? I already did. But should we return to the orcish encampment, which we were previously, we will have lots and lots of teeth in order with which to barter with it for.
Who gets the gold piece? We gotta split it like 5 ways.
I pocket that shit. You guys are off finding wagons and shit.
Yeah, you guys are checking out the wagon. You see the wagon is relatively bare, but at the back of it, tucked away behind some cloth, is a lockbox.
Oh. I'd like to use my Eldritch Sight to cast detect magic on this lockbox.
It is not enchanted.
Hey, so we're not dealing with anything extra spooky.
What's in the box?
Well, we need a key.
You're going to find out.
Is it locked? It is a locked. It is a lock box, but is a locked.
It's a lockbox.
box.
I don't know. You're going to have to get up there and check on it.
Oh, wait, they're just orcs. Why would they
I
like?
want to go try to open the box.
Okay. As you step up on the wagon, it nearly cracks under your combined weight of your own size and armor. And you send multiple hands of and legs of like humans and a couple elves just flying, likely the orcs' meals from earlier. As you step near the chest, you see a figure suddenly emerge from behind the chest. It's a goblin, and it goes, "Wait, no, don't hurt me!"
Okay.
What does it say? I'm sorry, I couldn't decipher that.
It said, "Don't hurt him."
Who the fuck are you?
Why shouldn't I?
Who are
Gibbons
you
means no
talking-
harm. Gibbons not do anything to no one. Just gobble.
Oh god, it's fucking Dobby.
Third person.
I'm not there, or have I caught up yet to this?
No.
Okay. Just thought. Yeah, I'll let this play
I
out.
I just shrug my shoulders and continue fiddling with the box.
Well, I say to Gob. You said wait, what was his name?
Gibbons.
Gibbons. Okay.
Gibbon.
I'd say, well, Gibbons, it seems like you were kind of a part of this group that attacked us. So, as far as I'm concerned, you are an enemy to us. I'm just kind of trying to
we
intimidate
can't
him.
just-
Gibbons didn't hurt anybody. Not any of you. Gibbons never stabbed any of you, at least.
Why do you know any reason as to why these orcs attacked us? Is there more of you?
You're not really from around here, are you? They attacked you because they're orcs.
They just attacked us because they wanted to.
Orcs like to fight. To us gobos, I just try to survive.
All right.
Well, are there more of you around here?
No, at least I don't think so. If there were, we probably would have fought them first.
I imagine the Bretonians are still with me, or else they would be crumping this piece of shit right now.
Oh my god, yes, dude. They fucking saw you guys talking to a goblin. They'd be like, "The fuck is going on here?" And just took his fucking head.
Well, I was actually thinking about kind of ending his life here with the attack from my sickles of rending.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
Hey, it's a liability.
Wait a minute. You can't just
It's a
kill them.
fucking liability.
He didn't do anything to us.
I don't give a fuck. He
Yeah,
was with the
dude,
people
he
that
hasn't
did
done
stuff to
anything.
us.
Wait,
wrong,
wait,
I'm not
wait.
gonna like that.
Well, I drew my sickles.
Gibbons has reasons to live. Look. Gibbons has you one in the lockbox. Gibbons can help.
Well, that's a
Well,
reason for you to
open the
live then.
lockbox. Okay.
Gibbons loves having reasons to live. Yes.
Life
Tommy,
is great, isn't it?
He grabs this rusty key and nervous and shivering, sticks it into the lockbox, and with a click opens it up. It swings open. He, as it swings open, and which I would assume would draw your eyes to the chest itself, he takes the initiative and sends himself ass over TKL straight over the wagon and starts trying to run away.
I yell at him, if there is anybody nearby, tell him about how I basically rose from the dead. It was really badass.
I'd like to. I actually kind of don't want him to get away, to be honest.
Arthur, if you kill him without provocation,
No, he's running
I'm not
now.
gonna like that.
No, he's running, and there's a
He
reason.
hasn't done anything to us, though. That's not provocation. He's just
He's
leaving
running. He
because
could
you
go tell
threatened
other
him.
people that we're here,
That we're badasses.
We killed all of his party.
and there could
What's
be
your-
more.
wait, what's
I don't
your
wanna fight
oath,
any other ones.
Oliver?
I have a reason.
I don't
What's
get to
your
choose
oath?
an oath yet. I have
So
to level up one
relax.
more time.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well then.
Well, he's
But my character's
RPing.
law-
I mean, if his character's not down with it, then his character's
Yeah.
not
And
down
I'm
with
lawful good, Arthur. That's fucked up of you.
Cool. Awesome. All right. I cast. Let's see. Ray of Sickness on him because I don't want him to tell other people. I don't know how this place works. I just see somebody's running
Hey.
away, and he might tell other friends
Hey,
if he's running away.
as a reaction to seeing him cast that, can I just like smack him in the head?
it.
Do you
No.
even have a
He's
wait,
gonna be
do you
able to
even have a
cast
spell
it.
slot for that?
Nope. That's cantrip.
Dang.
So is Eldritch Blast. Yeah, he's got options to murder people.
Oh, wait, he can murder people easily.
All right, roll to attack.
All right. Do I have to roll d20 first?
Yes, you got roll to attack.
To be fair, if me and the Bretonians were there, we'd already been playing hacky sack with his goblin head.
I got a 10. I don't know if that'll hit or not.
No, it hits him.
All right.
You're hitting him from the back, and his AC was already depressingly low.
All right. So I rolled 2 8s. I got 14. I rolled 6 and an 8.
Yeah, he's.
I
A
fucking
sickly beam
blast-
of energy descends upon little Gibbons.
Get
The
fucked.
moment it hits him, he begins to writhe in agony. His flesh begins to slaw off his bones, and Gibbons says, "Gibbons just wanted to live."
You shouldn't have ran. I'm sorry, but that's.
Well, you were gonna kill him if he stayed.
I didn't.
I feel like
He
Gibbons
opened
was
it.
literally fucked.
I mean, probably either
Yeah.
way. Well, now it,
So Gibbons is super dead.
yeah.
He had like 6 health to begin with, so taking 14 was
Evaporated.
So
Goodbye,
Gibbons is
fucking
dead, and
boy.
the treasure is now yours.
Fuck
How much
yeah.
you want to bet, guys, that we're gonna run into a fucking goblin an hour from now named Blibbins?
I hope so. That'd be awesome.
There's no
So that Arthur
fucking
can run
twin
away.
goblin brothers
Yeah.
bullshit.
Do you know Gibbons?
That voice.
Have you met a friend? Do you have a brother named Gibbons?
So I assume that you guys will be looking into the chest now.
Yeah.
You see a number of knickknacks, baubles, and trinkets that can only be described as something only an orc would find interest in, which
Oh.
includes random metal bits, bones, things that look like bones, things that look like they could stab you, and things that definitely will stab you. But in the middle of all that, you can see there is some cloth with something underneath it. That something it seems to hum with magical energy, and a bright green glow emanates from underneath the cloth.
Eldritch Sight.
Is that what I think it is?
Detect magic. I'm detecting it.
You detect the energy of the warp.
Oh.
What did you say, Tay?
I said, is that what I think it is?
Oh,
As a beastman, it's very easy for you to sense the natural energy of warpstone.
Well, I do believe it is. I sense it, warpstone under here. Do we
I think I'm
touch
done
it?
looking under orc dicks. I'm gonna motion the Bretonians to follow me and find our compatriots.
All right.
If
I
you
mean, I don't
hadn't
know.
have killed that, oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
If you hadn't have killed that gobbo, we could have asked him where to find more warpstone if they knew.
He was running away.
Mm.
So
I would have cast puppet and brought him back, but I couldn't do that because I'm out of spell slots.
you find a okay sized chunk. Yeah, it's not the greatest. It was tucked into the corner, so obviously it's not that much. But you do recover a little bit of warpstone, a shard, if you will. Who wants to touch it?
I guess I'm just gonna go for it. I'm doing it. I'm kind of greedy.
Okay.
Probably
As you reach your hand out, and just before your palm touches it, you and only you see like a bird-like claw extend from your very own flesh and clutch it instead, and slide it into your pocket.
Squirrel.
It's for meta knowledge, it's the demon inside of you.
Mm.
I'll hold on to this for now.
Me and the Bretonians around the corner yet and see this goddamn heresy, or did we just miss it?
I mean, you see that they got some warpstone.
Do they
No one,
see?
like I said, no one else can see the fucking demon hand.
Do they see the fucking giant puddle of like diseased
Oh, yeah.
flesh?
Yeah, it's there. It's still
What
like
used to
Gibbons
be
is still
goblin.
like kind of alive and gibbering. He's basically a chaos spawn.
Okay. Fuck Gibbons. Sorry.
I look
Fuck, yeah.
down at Gibbons' corpse and I go, fuck happened there?
Well, he tried to run away. And I would have brought him back I would have brought him back, but I didn't quite have the energy for it. So
This magic is foul, but it is effective.
You don't want him to turn into those weird goopy matches. You gotta hack him apart first, like this. And I bring my sword low on Gibbons' corpse.
Those are his last words. His head is lopped off from the mass of flesh and rolls to the side.
That's how you slay a goblin, and I sheath my sword.
Excellent.
Rest in peace, Gibbon.
All
God
right,
damn. Hey, Gibbons had a hard one.
he's just kind of suffering at that point. I was like, this is more of a mercy than anything.
Fair enough. Gibbons
So,
poor goblin.
the amphitheater itself is not far. You guys can continue your journey if you're ready.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
continue on our merry way, I guess.
Perhaps we should find this place to wash all this orc blood off me. I'm feeling particularly crusty.
There are no safe places for such leisure in Mordheim, I'm afraid, Sir Duetonemous, Galahad says to you. He says, then, my knights and I will ride ahead. We'll scout the area and make sure there are no more warbands awaiting you on your way to the amphitheater. Go in, and please do make haste, however. When night falls, I would rather be somewhere a little more comfortable.
I raised my beefy hand and placed it upon his plated shoulder and say, "Be true and strong against the servants of chaos. Ride safe, ride true."
They get on their horses, and with a mighty cry of "For the lady," they charge off into the distance.
There goes a fine group of gentlemen. Now, how about the rest of you? What are we going to do? What are we going to do about this warp stone, I see?
I'm assuming I
Not
was given
enough
just
for
a regular potion of healing, by the way. Not
Yeah,
like
it's a reg.
Okay, I don't
It's
know.
that normie potion of healing.
That's fine.
We should keep the warp stone for the Skaven so we can actually get out without having to fight a fuck ton of Skaven after we've already dealt with.
Well,
More
it's just a shard, so I
Heck
think
is
we need
reasonable.
more.
Are we sure this dark servant of chaos should be the one to carry it?
I see no reason why anyone else would be better.
It's just a little piece. I think it'll be fine.
Even if he's a murderous cunt.
Well, your words ring true. I suppose it is not enough for me and my purposes anyway. Let us venture forward.
The party, now horseless, must trudge through Mordheim and be reminded of the horrors that were wrought there. Who knows what...
Can I continue on my mount, Jack?
Of course you can.
Yay!
Except Tecta. Tecta's just riding on by like, it's fucking great. So,
wait, does that mean that you'd be able to maybe find our horses? Maybe? I don't know.
You could try. It's not a bad idea, necessarily.
Should I roll perception for that, I guess? Or...
roll survival.
In the direction that they were.
That's
You'd be
wisdom.
finding their
Okay.
tracks.
That makes sense.
I got 21.
Damn! Alright, you know where at least one of the horses went. Maybe a second, judging by the tracks. It doesn't look like you know where the pony went, though.
Patricia.
If it comes down to it, Magitha can probably ride along with me.
You imagine you could ride out, grab the horses, and get back by the time they reach the amphitheater, if you chose to go alone.
This is ill-fated. Those horses were not long for this world anyway. This is Mordheim. The Bretonnians are foolish riding their horses into battle here. Mounts do not last long in the land of in the land of chaos magics.
I would like my horse back.
I'm gonna go get the horsey.
I'll ride with you.
Magitha is a little extra weight to the
Yeah,
fucking,
I pick up.
to the Tecta's mighty mount.
I hold up my arms and I wait for him to pick me up.
Adorable.
Yeah, of course, I pick up Magitha gently.
Oh, can I do something while they're off riding out to the horses? Can I go back and skin one of those wolves and make a cape out of his fucking hide?
I mean, shit, I suppose you could, but
kill the wolves?
I will say the Bretonnians killed a couple.
Okay.
I will say, however, that the longer one spends out in a scene of battle after Mordheim, the more likely they'll encounter scavengers.
Well, we don't want to be here for long. We're just trying to get.
I'm not
going to
risk it for a kick-ass wolf cape. I just wanted a kick-ass wolf cape. But...
I just wanted to kick-ass wolf cape. Oh, okay. So, you guys continue along your path towards the amphitheater. As Duetonemous and Dharmir get closer, they begin to hear, or at least they swear they can hear, the clanging of metal against metal and the roaring cheer of a crowd as they get closer to the amphitheater. Meanwhile...
Boy, the sounds of battle, I say to Cygnus.
Cygnus looks up and goes, "Yes, Father, I'm aware. We were kind of just in a fight, weren't we?" He just kicked Duetonemous out at that one. Yeeted.
Yeah.
Sorry, I dropped out.
You're right. As for Tecta and Magitha, you guys are riding, and eventually you come upon an area where the tracks stop. And as they stop right in front of a small courtyard, And from that courtyard, you can hear some people talking. You could use a perception check to see what they're saying if you wanted.
I just did, and I got 18.
Okay, you're
I got a
good.
20.
You're good.
16.
You know what they say. You
Yeah.
know what they're saying. Well, you're not there, Riskinus. They're trying to get the horses.
Are there other people that are just? Oh, that's true. Yeah, I see what you said.
You hear them now saying, "We offer up this sacrifice of flesh and bone for Slaaneish's perverse glory. Bestow your divine beauteous vices upon us."
Oh god, that wasn't the clanging of battle. That was the clanging of fight fucking.
You aren't there. This is happening away from you, damn it. I just said that.
Wait, no, I'm with them.
No,
You
they're on
said that
horseback.
you said you went with Arthur.
Yeah.
Fucking Tecta and Magitha rode off on their own.
Oh, to go get the horses. So they're getting the horses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're seeing this. You guys aren't.
Okay, cool.
I'll be right back.
You then, after they say this, you hear a strange, like, Eldritch Shriek accompanied by the braying of a horse, clearly in great pain.
I'm like, my stomach drops thinking that it might be Patricia the pony that they're sacrificing, and I rush over.
You come.
Right.
Yeah.
Poop with my
Patricia.
poop hammer drawn.
You were where fun and fantasy meet.
You
Yeah,
come
I'll just
into
follow along with Magitha.
You come to a horrid scene as you see one of the horses has been pressed down against a symbol of Slaanesh, with its legs bent until they have broken, pointing out to each side. Much of its skin has already been flayed as they begin to as they're clearly already carving its flesh off.
Oh boy, I
Oh
just
my
got
God.
back. I sure hope my horses aren't. I hope my horse isn't having his flesh carved off. Oh boy.
You can't be like thanks to
Who is doing this? Do I need to do a perception check?
There is a
to-
group of hooded men, 3 of them. One of them, who is holding the flesh in his hands, stops as he sees you, and he looks at you and goes, "You bring his profanity to the wonderful pleasures of Slaanesh? Away with you, child of the wrought father!"
Okay, wow, way to be really rude. On top of killing one of our horses. That's one of our horses. You
It shall be
found
2
it-
soon enough! Wretched bitch of pox!
Oh, excuse you?
fucking excuse me.
Oh no.
Are
Are they gonna scrap?
I hold my warhammer out as if like I might start something, but I just want to intimidate him.
Go ahead and roll for intimidation.
And I got a 12.
Poop all over him. Poop hammer. Wait, no, he likes that.
He steps backwards and says, "Damn you, disgusting children of the plague! Take your pox-ridden horse and be gone! This one is already a sacrifice to the god of pleasure. He who thirsts will enjoy this feast."
Oh, okay, whatever. Just give me the horse and F off. Or I'll F off.
A man naked except for chains that are spiked and penetrating his flesh brings the horse to you. Every time he moves forward and the chains rip his flesh asunder again, he moans with pleasure.
Freaky.
He hands the horse's reins to you.
I take the reins and I look at the priest guy and I say, "Y'all are doing too much."
You're extra. That's what you are. You're fucking extra.
Can you
He
like?
stares you in the eyes as he bites into the horse's flesh and begins chanting about Slaanesh.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Can I bitch slap him?
You're gonna bitch slap him?
Yeah.
So you just said it, Oliver? Alright, roll
Yep.
attack.
1 second, let me open the app. I got 17.
You hit him. Roll for damage.
What do I
1d4
roll
plus your
for that?
strength mod, I believe.
Yeah.
was
Strike
not
mod is
expecting that.
I do 9 damage.
Tecta brings his enormous gauntlet scaled clawed hand full bear backhanded across the cultist's face as he's about to take another bite. There's a snickening snap as his head goes way too far to the other side and lolls as his body droops and falls over. You bitch slap him so hard you snapped his neck. You killed him.
Oh, wow.
I
That's
didn't
what
know
he
that
get.
you were from the streets, Tecta.
One of them, the other two cultists run screaming for their lives. Meanwhile, the chained man simply looks at you as if like he's like, "Please crush me, daddy."
Oh no, we gotta get out. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here.
I just lead Magitha and the horse back out.
They just happened upon like a BDSM cult.
The cultist Slanesh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Slanesh is the
only
chaos god of vices and pleasure.
Tell them you'll kill them as painlessly as possible. See how much fear that strikes into them.
I just think of like Rakdos creatures.
Yeah, pretty much. That's an accurate comparison. But it's not always weird, sexy stuff. It's actually just really any vice given to excess. So like gluttons are also considered like feeding Slanesh's power, or people that really fucking like killing, like Duetonemous, whether he knows it or not. When he gets way too into the slaughter, he's given some power to Slanesh.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Oliver has now recovered one of the horses and leads it back to you as you eat as the whole party finally gathers together in front of the gate of the amphitheater. Now you can all hear a deafening roar of cheering and the clanging of steel. There's someone shouting. It sounds as if they're commenting about a furious battle that's taking place.
Let's check this out. Let's see what's up.
Which horse did we save, by the way, Jack?
I think it was
You-
mine.
Please be the mag.
It was the nag. It was the shitty
Yes.
horse.
That's my horse.
You're welcome.
Oh no.
That's my horse. Well, I say to Dharmir, wait. So what are you asking again, real quick?
What, me?
Yeah.
I wasn't asking anything. I was just gonna say let's go check out what's going on in this arena here.
Oh, you weren't asking. You were fucking telling, huh?
That's right. That's right. Dharmir
I
is
don't know. Dude, he turns people into paste. I don't want to piss him
Yeah,
off.
Dharmir is
that
not
bad.
someone to be fucked with.
I'll go ahead and roll perception, and say, well, you can waltz in there willy nilly if you want, but I'm gonna fucking stay out here and see what I can hear. Cygnus.
Cygnus mutters to himself, "I've never thought I'd hear that."
Yeah.
So, for my perception,
Also,
I
Jason.
got an 11.
Hey.
Here, I want to roll perception as well, because apparently it's the only thing I'm really good at today.
To respond to your "that's my horse" thing, I also like to say, "Give it up for Ralph, everybody."
God, I got 21 again.
It's an amphitheater. You hear the same sounds that you did a second ago.
Yeah.
It's a ruined amphitheater. You don't see anybody.
I figured if there's like a bunch of shit going on, it's
Wait, so they caught up with us, right? I took a piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it's
We're
just
all
a
here,
bunch
yeah.
of
We're here.
it's just a
Everyone's
bunch
caught
of
up.
shit going on. Like we're not gonna find anything out not going over there.
Yeah, I mean,
So
rather
do you
than trying.
thrust open wide the gates to the amphitheater?
Well, what did I hear on my 11 perception?
The same thing. Cheering, the sound of battle. You don't see anyone.
You heard the same thing I heard on my 21. We're good.
How about this? Because I'm a polite person, I knock. But it's a big door, so I do like a policeman knock. I'm just like, bang, bang,
Everything goes silent.
bang.
What? Oh no.
Ah!
Fool.
Moments pass
What do you
and
expect us to
nothing
do?
happens.
So I'm just kind of like sit there. My hands like I've stopped banging on this thing, and I'm just like kind of up, and I just slowly put my hand down. Uh, so
You didn't
yeah.
see the knocker right next to where you were knocking? Look, there's a giant coo.
So like,
Alright,
oh,
then.
that must be the problem, and then I go over to it because I'm a gullible idiot, and then I knock on that as well right afterwards.
He's the knocker on the gate.
The resounding thud against the gate is treated with silence.
Oh my god.
All right. So then, all right. Thaumaturgy. I'd like to. Let's see. I can make my voice boom, and I would say, "Is anybody there?" Something like
Is
that.
anybody there? There.
What's
The
up?
booming noise echoes across the arena. There is a long pause.
God damn
and
it.
then nothing.
All right,
They
then I
don't
kick
like
the
you.
gate open.
All right. Well. Okay. Well, now that it's quiet, I was
Yeah,
gonna
let us
say.
go for it.
Now that it's quiet, I'd like to do perception check, but I guess probably not.
The doors swing wide open, and you see the typical fare of Mordheim. Corruption and malignant chaos spread throughout a ruined testament to the achievements of decadence of man. You see skeletons sprawled all about, some infested with with the taint of chaos, others still protracted in their last moments of battle.
Oh, these skeletons are probably going to come to life, and I just want to say that now.
This is the decor that I'm a little more used to, so it doesn't bother me
You're
that much.
used to this?
Yep, that's where for where I come from, land of the kings. There
Look
really
back
any
at
skulls over
Magitha, I
there.
say, your people
The
desire
land of the
to bring the
kings.
skulls.
Oh, lands of the
What are
Tomb
you talking
Kings. Sorry,
about?
land
You
of the
just-
Tomb Kings.
You said Tomb Kings specific.
I-
Albrecht says, "What did you say? Did you say the lands of the Tomb Kings?
That's where I'm from. Yes.
You come from that accursed realm filled with the undead?
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah. I could just calm everybody down.
They are enemies of Bretonia."
I'm no enemy of yours. I think I've proven that. Doesn't matter where I've come from. I think it matters what I've done.
Galahad says, "Well spoken. Albrecht, you remember that I myself was a Reiklander, but you embrace me as a brother now, do you not?" Albrecht stammers for a moment and then simply looks away, putting his visor back down on his helmet.
That's what I thought.
Bitch!
So, anyways, I guess we venture forth into this arena or amphitheater. Sorry.
There's an echo with each step of the party, particularly the heavy trod of the plated knights. You now stand in the middle of the amphitheater and see the cracks caused in the seating and even in the lower levels of the amphitheater from when the comet hit. It was not too far out and took a great deal of the damage. Once you've stepped further inside, you can once again feel sort of humming energy. It is now familiar to you. If that same feeling washed over all of you when you got near Warpstone.
Can I roll a performance check to do a rendition of an ancient Norse song in the great acoustics of this amphitheater?
Go for
Okay.
it.
Oh yeah.
Please do.
Believe it or not, I anticipated something like this.
Okay.
Keep it.
I got a 3 on a performance.
Oh no. Help.
Okay.
That scans. That scans.
About how loud were you planning on doing that?
Like loud enough to where the
God.
echoing would fuck up everything. Like it would literally cascade back into us.
It's pretty loud.
You Duetonemous begins
Back wall.
a very, very long, lengthy rendition of an ancient Norse ballad about one of its many battles against the empires of Reichland. However, he doesn't remember like any of the fucking words, so it's more like a madman's rant about Norse people being really fucking awesome rather from the south sucking.
And so it's very off key.
Is the battle of.
He does this for a while before finally ending it with a mighty yell of "Hail the Nordlands! Hail Norska!" There's a pause, and far from the distance, you can hear someone go, "Hail Norska!" and a loud cry.
Interesting.
Oh, right.
So
No,
you
I
have
clap-
gained the
I
insight
clap
that
for
there is
Duetonemous.
a Norskin warband somewhere around here. You now know that.
Yeah.
My people.
Wow.
They shall certainly have drink.
Well, I guess good things come from bad situations, such as
Him
this
singing.
performance of yours.
And bad decisions make great stories, my friend.
Fair enough.
We might needs be wary, Galahad said. You are a true friend, Norskin, but not all of your kin are.
Yes, but what if? What if they are sons of Ulrich? Just what if?
Dare to dream. So what are you guys doing now?
I pursue the sound of Hail Norska.
Yeah.
Is there no
Yes,
reason not to?
we'll just all waddle along behind Duetonemous.
Are you going to leave the amphitheater or get on to like the seating and try to like look over from the to like Mordheim proper and see if you can see anything? Like, how are you going about this?
Yeah, I'll get on the ceiling, and if I do see anything, I've rope prepared to scale down the walls.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check then. Anybody who's joining him is welcome to do the same thing.
Yep, sure.
Buddy, I need you to not do that. I'm not your guy.
Big
I
nat
let the
20.
dog out.
I got a 12.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, hold on 1 second.
Better than me.
Oh, I think he left.
Yeah,
Okay.
you need to let the dogs out for a second. Man, this is getting more and more fun. I feel like our characters are starting to like everyone's really like settled into their characters and kind of, at least that's how I feel.
I'm feeling a lot more confident about. Yeah, I agree.
I love it. I love the roleplay going
All
on.
I've
I'm
learned-
sorry if I take the spotlight.
All
too much.
I've learned is that Arthur's a dick.
Yeah,
That
man.
poor goblin.
Get fucked.
I try to do as much leaning back and letting you guys roleplay as you can, but like the fucking voice in me just wants to go like, "There's a joke here."
Do it. Yeah, that's fine.
No, but I want to like let you guys take the spotlight because that's what a real good player does. Let his homies get the spotlight.
I think the more like things that we could remember or just like to almost tell a story about or something, the better. That's why we do this in the end. Right?
So,
Big stories. I did just sing a number in a fucking empty amphitheater.
you, thanks to your natural 20, you know that there is a Norskin warband making its way towards the amphitheater now. They definitely heard you. They know where it's coming from. They are on the way.
I'd like to use thaumaturgy to shut the gates shut. That's one of the things I can do.
That you can. Look at that's a creative fucking use of thaumaturgy right there.
Yup.
That's nice.
That is a problem, potentially. And then I could do two. I could do three things at once. So I'd like to voice boom and do this at the same time, and say, who are you and what are
We've
your
already done one
intentions?
cool thing. Well, we know who they are.
Well, we don't know exactly who they are. Like, we don't know why they're.
You call out to them at what their intention is
Yeah, basically, it's like, who are you?
and where they are.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a pause, and you after a little bit in the distance you can see someone has like gotten themselves in some sort of platform that's raised them just enough that you could see them.
Okay.
They raise their weapons to the sky and say, "We are Norskins!" The ones behind him say, "Nordland!"
Wait, what?
They say, "For Nordland."
Okay. What are your intentions?
Look,
There's another
Okay.
pause. He looks back to his men, and his men say, "Blood for the big god!" And he says, "Skull throne!"
Our skulls or others? Because our skulls are very not worthy of a skull throne.
They're moving towards the amphitheater now with
Okay.
a
Skulls for the
renewed
skull throne?
strength.
these
Yes.
are Khornites. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is.
They're Khornites.
So I shut the door.
We leave at once. These are not folk. These are not Sigmarites. These are not sons of Ulrich. These are Khornites. Khornites. They lust only for battle. We must leave at once.
I agree that they are a great foe, Galahad says, but I too cannot help but feel the energy of the wyrd stone. The lady has called us here to gather it as well if we wish to survive. We would not have gone through that gate if it were not for that purpose. It might not be prudent to leave without it, but I will trust your judgment. You are the one who has dwelled in the land of the north.
How many?
You know
How many were there?
You know what? All right, if they're going to,
You're not sure, but there is a fucking lot of them. You know that much from your nat 20. This is like this is a full-size warband, so it's probably around like 10 to 15.
Yeah, so
Dharmir
we gotta
wants
get
to
out.
speak with them, so let us speak with them. But wait, you need to let them make it. You need to let the entrance happen. Trust me, these are my people. They respect posturing and power. I take a seat directly opposed to the gate, and I cross my legs, and I lay my sword next to me. And
My dog's
all
been
right.
really quick.
I can give
My
you a
dog
grand
can now.
entrance if you want. Like, if you want to get us out of this situation, I'm more than willing to let you do that.
I'd like to hide.
But we also want wyrd stone.
Yeah, so I'd like to hide.
Okay. I'll hide as well.
I think Jack's outside. He's not. I don't think he's here.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
Well,
We're just
we
talking.
can just work this out amongst ourselves.
Yeah. So okay, so everybody's hiding except for you, Duetonemous, right?
So my plan is to just look cool
How-
as hell,
it's-
like a jarl.
I can
And then
make
as
you
soon
look
as they
Yeah,
bust in, I'm gonna like jump down from the fucking stands and do a kick-ass plant and walk up to them and greet them as a fellow Northman.
As soon as you land, I'm gonna make some harmless tremors and then like slam open the gates. How's that sound?
I think they're already gonna be inside the gates when that happens. So if you slam the gates,
Okay.
it might hurt them. But yeah, no, the harmless tremor thing sounds dope.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, make
So
me
when
look
you
like a badass.
land, okay, cool. I'm gonna make you look badass the best I can.
Oh yeah.
Are there any? Ooh,
Hell yeah.
are there any like torches lit nearby? I wonder. We'll find out.
It's gonna be very
there are
hard.
braziers, but they're not lit anymore.
He's going
Um,
to look
I
at me
think-
as the best fighty. This is a
I think they need to already be lit for thaumaturgy. Let me see.
So you guys are planning to put on a show to try to intimidate them?
Or
or
impress
just
them. I think.
ingratiate them.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah,
we
but-
want to impress them.
Yeah, what I'm trying to do is specifically is I'm trying to impress them with my swagger, my warrior swagger, and greet them as fellow Norskin.
You definitely can hear they're getting a lot closer by the rumbling of their boots and their war cries.
All
I
right.
steal myself,
So
my nerd.
all right. So then I guess now it's time to like basically flip the gates open using thaumaturgy. So like they're just slam them open. Just
As you slam them open, you see that the warband has just come over the rise and sees the gates spill before them. They continue their march forward.
Into the arena.
Yes.
All right, as they march into the arena, I leap from the stands after standing up, just kind of like casually standing up. I leap from the stands and plant both my knee and my sword onto the ground.
And as he does that, I cause harmless tremors. And it's just a grand entrance.
So the earth fucking just shakes ever so slightly.
Roll an intimidation check.
Can I do it with advantage?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
against some of them.
Okay.
I thought we were trying to impress them or like befriend
Well,
them, kind of.
I got a
Intimidation is a form of impression.
Okay.
So intimidation, charisma, 15, 16. In total, I got a 16.
The warriors of Norska do not back down or balk, for it is simply not something that they do. But the rest of them, save for their leader, freeze in place, unwilling to step further.
I sheath my sword and I put on a very friendly smile and I say, "Welcome, fellow men of Norska. Have you come to Mordheim seeking blood for the blood god?"
We do indeed seek blood for his name, and it will be spilled. I expected to already find battle when I heard one of my brothers calling out, but instead I see you consorting with Southlanders, drinkers of milk and honey.
We're hidden.
What sort of weakness is this?
We're hidden. We forgot to tell you. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Sorry, they
You were gone.
did.
Oh, I see.
Not
Oh,
the,
yeah.
What about the Okay, what
Do
about
they
the Grail
take
Knights?
stealth
We make
checks
them
now,
all
or
hide?
like, are we fucked her?
No,
You'll be needing to take stealth checks.
okay. I was like, Jack just
So
didn't
is
know
that
that. It's fine.
survival or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we literally said all that when he was not here. Like, you guys-
Specifically, you'll be needing to take one because he heard someone else there. He knows there's someone else there. He's pretty sure.
Okay. So,
So
that
I guess on stealth I got a 15.
is it D20.
Did you say milk drinkers, motherfucker?
Jack, what do I?
They call
Okay.
Reichlanders the drinkers of milk and honey.
I know, I love it.
Jack, you said I took a negative just with having my shield for my stealth checks. So what is
Yes,
it?
because you're in the presence of chaos. You roll at a disadvantage because your fucking shield's
Yes.
glowing.
So yeah, right. So, well, I rolled 2 18s.
Okay, what did you roll, Arthur?
5.
Ooh.
Yep.
Why are you so bad at stealth checks?
I don't know.
All right.
Every
Well, he didn't see the
time.
Bretonians, so he won't say the thing about milk and honey people. Instead, he will say, second. So the dog's gonna freak out now. So please enjoy that.
I got this. It's all right. I have.
Alright.
I was able to hide my glowy magic
He says-
shield.
He then says, Northlander, quite an entrance, fitting of our people. Yet, I see that there is one still who you consort with. One of those knife-ears that dwells up north. They may take home in our frozen wastes, but they are not of our stock. Why do you consort with such weak kin?
I look at him and I say, sometimes when it comes to spilling blood, slightly more tactful reasons must be considered. These
Reasons? There's only one reason for battle, and that is skulls to adorn the skull throne in his name.
All right. So now I say I'm anything but weak, and I change the color of my eyes to like a deep
oh
red.
god damn.
Instantaneous sound suddenly occurs, and it's just like a big boom, kind of, and the ground tremors a little bit.
Oh no! Don't do that. They're gonna figure out I wasn't as cool as I was.
You see,
Damn it!
No,
the
that's still badass.
Northlander grip his sword and axe tightly. The veins on his arms bulge out, and he's gritting his teeth as he looks at you and goes,
Voice boom.
Yes! I thought the weakness of a spellcaster was amongst us. A follower of Zinich, no doubt. Foul Druki, I will bring death to you, and your skull shall be the first that I offer up.
I mean,
Okay, can I?
I have deception, by the way.
You fuck this.
Okay, if you
Can I
want to keep
just-
it.
What are you willing to try to deceive him on?
That maybe
Yes,
I'd
he
be
wants to
too
murder
much. Yeah, maybe
I
I'd be
might
too
have
much for
been
him.
able to roll deception on this, but
I'm not able to do like a deception
for it.
roll into another deception roll, am I?
I mean, you can try to make multiple lies if your first one succeeds.
Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, well, so how do I even do that? I've never run a deception roll.
Well, you're going to have to make up a lie, say it, and then you're going to have to roll for a deception.
Hmm.
If your lie is particularly bad or good, I'll take that into consideration.
Let's see. I've felled many a creature, and I don't think you'd be much of a match for
Damn
me.
it.
What? I don't know.
Go and roll. No,
Alright.
I'm putting up fucking dogs.
Oh. Okay, so D20.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Wow. Nat 20. Holy shit. That is so lucky.
Holy shit.
That is the luckiest thing.
Oh my goodness.
I also have
I'm proud of you, Arthur.
I have a
I
proficiency
say
in
from
deception.
cover.
Holy shit.
I say to boister him, the company I keep is of great heroes. You're not of significance to them.
So, but I'm thinking all of what I just said, but I said the deception thing, but
I'm trying
the
to
whole
roll-
oh my god,
yeah.
I'm terrified. This is very terrifying. I'm scared. Help me is in my head, and I'm keeping a very like stalwart, red eyes, focused demeanor.
You're doing a great job.
Your boast is doubtless hollow. I doubt you've the martial prowess to fell me. Yet, I know of your god and his ways of trickery. Your skull would likely be a dishonor to the skull throne. But what of you, Northlander, consorting with spellcasters and foul practitioners of magic?
I look at him and I say, our reasons are far greater than that of simple slaughter. We slaughter along the way to a goal that is not, that far surpasses the simple need for skulls and blood.
Oh, I think you pissed him off, bud.
I mean, I got a
He looks
20.
at you and says, "Truly disappointing. I expected a battle worthy of the blood god, but there is nothing here but weakness and chaff. I'll not fight any of you. You are not worthy of my blade."
Yes.
He turns over to his comrades and says, "Let's move." They begin to march away from the amphitheater.
Fuck yeah! Oh my god. That was the luckiest nat 20 I've ever rolled in my life. That was the most
I
important
turn
time
around
to
to
roll.
all to the party and I say, all right, Dharmir, you didn't fuck us as hard as I thought you did. But what if they possess Orb Stone? Should we not investigate further?
I'd imagine that.
Does anyone here does anyone here have stealthy abilities which they could use to track these and maybe track these Norsemen and see if perhaps they carry Wordstone?
Well, we got that feeling when we entered the amphitheater. The band was really far away. Like they only kind of somewhat recently got here. We felt that feeling when we got to the amphitheater. I think it's in the amphitheater.
I say, yes, it must be here, and I start to hack through the fucking ground with my sword.
Sigmus looks really exasperated and goes, "You know, Father, instead of making your own door, you could just go to that one."
What fun is
And
that? I keep hacking.
Right. He looks over to the rest of you and goes, "You're not stupid. There's a door over there you could actually use."
Oh, that's right, Cygnus.
Well, if it's not locked, I'd open it just by fucking walking towards it because I have thaumaturgy. I'm really making full use of this.
The door swings open, revealing a spray of dust and once again the desiccated corpse of the fallen. You believe this leads down into the bowels of the amphitheater, likely where the gladiator is rested.
Guys, I'm almost there.
He's the
Mac.
down up them holes, digger. Okay. So I guess we just kind of keep going. I don't know if we can light any torches or something just to kind of make things easier on us.
There is some torches ensconced on the wall, but they're out right now. You can try to light them though.
Let's go
Can't
for
you
it.
use thaumaturgy to light them?
I think they have to already be lit. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be a flame.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I have a low light vision, so I'm not super worried about it.
Yeah, it was about.
I do
Hey,
too.
don't we all have low light vision?
Yeah, I do too. But there's no. I mean, I don't know. It's just I have the idea of just having a torch, carrying it around. We're looking around.
You're a torch.
Oh wait, no, I have torches in my equipment. I have the.
We can just use the ones that they have then. That's no big deal. Don't need to
I am
waste
sure.
Yeah, I
yours.
have 10 torches. Should we just use one?
We found one on the wall. I mean, I light one of the ones that I find on the wall. You can light one of yours if you want.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and light my own and just call it good, just for roleplay.
You descend the stairs down into the lower levels of the amphitheater. The smell of food that has long since rotted, and though the flesh that once was on these bones is no longer around, the stench of death is still heavy in the air. As you descended further, there is a strong hum. You feel the strong pulse of the Warpstone's energy. It's somewhere down here, you imagine.
Like to do a perception check,
Same.
and I got a 9.
Perception 5.
There is naught but silence and stillness in the air, and you believe you are alone.
I'd like to then, I guess, use Eldritch Sight to detect magic within 30 feet.
Okay. There's nothing within 30 feet.
Okay.
I just rolled a 22 to try to keep smacking through the ground.
Hate you.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Oh
like
my goodness.
halfway to China.
You send your blade into the ground with such force, it's stuck there.
Oh no.
I start trying to wriggle it out.
That'll be what you're doing right now, then.
All right.
What's the rest of the party doing down below?
I guess we're searching. Oliver, you want to roll a perception check?
See. Sure. Seems to be the only thing I'm good at. I rolled a
Oliver-
19, so I get a plus. So yeah, that's a 21 again.
We see one of the corpses. It's got a hand with a gauntleted hand clutched against its chest, and underneath that hand, you can see the sinister green glow of Wyrdstone.
I see this.
There's
and
gotta be some spooky shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So I'm worried about any traps or anything. Do you guys think there could be any traps, or should we just kind of go for it?
I mean, there's
I
probably
think that there's most definitely a big
they're
trap.
gonna like reanimate or something.
You want to preemptively attack this corpse?
Well, I don't think that attacking a corpse that's gonna get reanimated is gonna do much.
I
To
mean,
blow it apart.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the line.
I guess we could pull it apart.
That's the idea. Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Some dynamite in it, Tay.
Yeah, but I don't want to mess up. I don't want to prospect this. I don't need to prospect this warp stone right now.
Yeah.
True.
We don't want to destroy the warp stone. Okay. So
I guess
there's
just
just mound of bodies or something? I can't use it. I was about to
There is,
say.
in fact.
I was thinking about
There's
using.
a number of bodies piled on top of each other. This one's kind of like in the cluster of them.
I was thinking about using Thunderwave, but I don't have any spell slots left. So. I think we just
I
need
don't really have.
some kind of area of effect ability to kind of clear the way a little bit. Something that we, that won't destroy the ward stone.
At this point, Duetonemous has gotten really angry, stopped trying to pull out his sword, and just starts pawing at the ground and trying to dig a hole with his fucking bestial claws.
As you get a nice portion in, the sword loosens just a bit to fall down and hit you in the head.
Roll a d2.
Cygnus is laughing his ass off at you.
Cygnus went with him, I thought.
No, he just showed them where the door was. He stuck around you. You still his dad.
Do I take damage?
No, just like the hilt of the weapon.
This enrages me further, and I literally enrage and start trying to paw my way to the center of, right under the arena.
Cygnus is like crying, laughing at this point.
Sorry, it's been a while since Anonymous did anything particularly dumb, and it's one of his character flaws, so I figured this would be a
Fair
great
enough.
time.
This is great. Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right.
Well,
Go for it.
just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it.
All right.
Magitha, it is only as you reach your hand towards the word stone that you notice, since nobody took a consecutive perception check, that the corpses around the corpse in the center of the mass, they have all begun to have fleshy tendrils spreading into them and around them, and it's beginning to envelop even that creature, or rather the skeleton. The tentacles begin to outstretch towards you as well, as the malignant mouse seems to reach out for you.
I mean,
Oh no!
to,
Oh
to,
no!
to be
Send my hand back.
to be fair,
Give me a reflex save.
I don't want to be one of those guys that's just like perception check, perception check, perception check.
Oh yeah, it's not normally something you have to do. This is just one of those situations. I didn't expect anybody to do that. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Normally, after I roll above a 20 on a perception check, I feel like I can leave it alone.
Exactly. I was like, you guys are comfortable. Here comes the sneaky.
Yeah.
So I got 14 on the initial roll. What would I add? Is it Dex for?
Yes.
So 16.
You pass. You manage to pull your hand free just as the fleshy mass sews itself together, and the creature that it now is begins to take form. The bones begin to pop out of it one by one as the pile of skeletons begins to convulge around this new mass of flesh with the word stone at its heart. It is a fully created chaos spawn, blessed by the gods.
Flesh Golem!
Okay.
I'm pretty disturbed by saying this, knowing that, that's something that I could end up being.
Have I reached like a stone or anything? Like a brick ceiling or like a floor, perhaps, like something.
Are we rolling
Just
initiative?
you
Or
wait.
can
Let me
I...
tell you that, buddy.
Well,
Oh,
I'm trying to think
okay.
if there's
I
anything
got
that we
you.
can do
Got you.
before rolling initiative.
And the rest
Yeah.
of the party will
Well,
be rolling initiative. That's correct.
Well, I wanted to
Okay.
use...
Yeah.
Before that, I don't know if I could roll I could Thaumaturgy, Voice Boom, and get Duetonemous down here with us.
You could yell something out to him, yeah.
Yeah, hey! Hey! We got shit going on. Help. That's what I said.
Almost there. And I keep digging.
Fuck.
God damn it.
Oh, no.
Khorne.
This is
Um,
dire.
Khorne.
I rolled a 20
Come on.
for my initiative.
I rolled a 16. I actually rolled higher than a 10 this time, which is nice.
Good job, Tim.
18.
And I still have one more spell slot, so this thing's definitely bad. I'm gonna smite it.
Hell yeah.
I think that is a great idea.
And Jack, would this count as an undead?
No. That's why I
Damn
said
it.
it spit all the bones out of it.
Yeah.
Obviously before
Yeah.
this, I was smart enough before we, like if there's a ward store nearby,
I
I'm
know.
just gonna get ready
You're
for a
fine.
fight, and then I
I
get my
assumed you
temporary
were
hit points. Okay.
So what's your health at then right now?
I never did end up healing that 4 from the potion because I just kept the potion with me.
You're still at 12 HP.
12, and then now plus the 8 though. So
8, so you're at 20.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to know. Alright, it's gonna be Tecta's turn.
Well, I'm gonna roll to hit it.
Alright.
And then, that would be a 22. It's not in that one.
You hit.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna smite it. Surprise, surprise.
Smite 5e.
And I'm also gonna roll to see if I can smack with my shield.
All right,
I
starting
rolled
at second
16,
level.
Jack.
No.
Okay.
When you hit a
So
creature
then
with
I
melee
do-
attack, you extend one. The damage increased by 1d8
I
if
do
the target is undead. So
Yeah, but it's not undead.
it's not undead.
Jack
Oh,
said
it's
so.
chaos
No.
or a fiend.
So,
No.
Jack, I
Okay.
would do 16 damage.
Nice.
Oh wait, I forgot my. Wait, actually, I forgot. I keep forgetting about my fucking attack bonus. 19 damage.
Yes. Go Tecta.
The hideous mass of flesh and mouths gibbers in pain and agony as the holy light of the old god smites it. It is now Arthur's turn.
Let's see here. I suppose I'll just do another Ray of Sickness. I suppose that's the highest amount of damage I could do. So, Ray of Sickness and roll. I got a 12.
Okay.
And
To
then-
hit?
Yeah.
You do not hit.
Okay.
Your spell splashes across its hide and just washes over it.
Okay.
Ew.
Once you cast that spell on it, and the spell washes over it, it begins to drool a sickly green liquid that boils on the floor where it touches. Its tentacle, one of its large tentacle-like arm begins to drip that same liquid.
That's looking like poison or necrotic damage there.
Or disease.
It's now your turn, Tay.
It is now my turn.
Yes.
Okay. I want to use guiding bolt.
Guiding
so I
bolt.
have to make
Okay.
a ranged attack, which uses my dex mod, right?
If it's a spell, does it use your dex mod, or wouldn't it just use your spell modifier?
I guess I don't know.
I think it just
Sorry.
uses wisdom, I'm pretty sure. No, it's cool.
Okay, if it's my spell mod, which is wisdom, that would be 16. No, I lied. It'd be 17.
Okay, so I forgot to add my charisma bonus to when I rolled to hit. I kind of
What
did.
did you say?
I said I forgot to roll my charisma. I'm sorry, I forgot to add my charisma
shit.
bonus for when I rolled to hit. Sorry, like I said, I'm still kind of new, so.
This is first level?
Hey, it's okay. Guiding Bolt.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yeah, it's a cornerstone cleric first level damage dealing spell.
I mean, you roll for damage.
Okay. Wait, did you hear what Arthur said though about not adding his charisma?
Yes.
Would
That'll be something to keep in mind.
did I mess up and it just kind of shit out of luck for now?
Well, I didn't want to, like, tell you because someone else might also do this thing, but whatever. Since you technically would have hit anyways, the kind of magic you used against him, he's resistant to.
Okay, I was wondering about that. So it didn't matter how much I rolled.
Well, fuck it, because it might fucking die here. If it's not radiant damage from like a god that is opposed to the chaos gods, so even in this case it may actually be affected differently. Chaos spawn have what's known as wild magic. When magic's cast on them, it can do all kinds of weird shit.
Okay.
And in that case, what I rolled, it gave him the effects of the spell. So he's basically got a stored spell going on here.
Okay. All right. Well then, I suppose at this point, that my first attack didn't work, and I thought it felt pretty sure on rolling a 12 at least, or I guess a 16. Then yeah, I'll just probably not do that. All right. Anyways.
All right, Tay, it's your turn.
So okay, so
Yeah.
so it's 14 damage.
Wow.
And then on the next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage. So whichever one of us attacks next has advantage.
A glorious light now surrounds the chaos spawn as a chunk of its flesh, already a sickly poisoned color, has only succumbed to a greater under Nurgle's radiant power. It looks very injured. It is now the chaos spawn's turn. Considering Tecta did the highest amount of damage to it. Tecta, what's your armor class again?
It's an 18.
The Chaos Spawn picks you up using a legendary action and
God.
and bites into you.
Oh no.
What type of damage does it do?
He will normally would
Disease?
just deal 9 damage, but when it bites in from its bite, but it's now also going to be able to cast Ray of Sickness with its bite.
Oh shit.
So what does that do? Is it poison, right?
Yeah, it did.
I'm immune to poison. I think
It's
I'm
disease.
No, I'm not
It is
completely
necrotic
immune.
damage.
Okay, it's necrotic.
It
Now,
does
let's see,
22 damage.
Goddamn.
That would kill me. So let's see here.
Well, it'll put you on death saving throws.
Yeah, Yes.
Oh, just
No, I just have resist. It just says I can. Yeah, I have advantage on saving throws against poison and have resistance to poison.
Yeah. that won't matter.
Well, okay. Actually, Ray of Sickness, I'm
That
reading.
won't quite work.
On a hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage. So
But
it is
this
poison
different
damage.
because it's the way it bit me.
Yeah, but it's not like that.
Okay.
Hold on.
So,
I'll double check, but I'm pretty confident on.
by the way, the legendary action thing is it can be taken at the end of I think any opposing creature's turn or any creature's turn actually.
Yeah,
I think it's meant to fix the action economy.
I know.
Okay,
I'm kind of but this is an introduction for a lot of people. He has resistance to taking poison effects, not poison damage.
Okay.
That'd be really overpowered. So you're going to take 22 damage.
Yeah.
When you
Okay,
take it now holds your bleeding out ragged body aloft and throws it to the side. It seems like it's been invigorated by the attack it led against you.
Oh no.
So that means he's gonna need to do some saving throws.
Yeah, his next turn. So the Chaos Spawn, still having an action left, is going to slam its tentacle down on Magitha, since Magitha hit it as well. What is your AC again?
17.
It does not manage to get past your shield. Your whole body shakes, your bones themselves rattle from the force, but you hold firm.
Motherfucker.
Duetonemous, give me a strength check.
Thank you. I was being quiet and good and letting everyone roll, but I was waiting. Waiting.
Get that
Okay.
sword out of the ground.
So, with my strength check, fine. So I did tell you I was enraged, right?
Yes.
Okay,
So you
cool.
get advantage on those rolls.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Fuck yeah. Okay, that's more like it. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Is it safe to say I'm attacking the ground?
Let's call it that. Yeah, we'll call it that. Why not?
Okay. So I was going to use my my bonus 3 points for a total of 25.
25 was my threshold. Duetonemous' animal-like senses are able to pick up on the fact that his newly found pack is in danger. Sensing the imminent peril, he stops clawing at the ground and in a moment of clarity raises one of his beast-like fists, clutching it tightly and slamming it into the ground. The sand and dirt give way, and he feels the crunch of wood and iron and rotted iron as it busts forth, and he finds himself careening down to the ground behind the Chaos Spawn.
Can I? Is there any way I could like attack it while falling, like Dark Souls style, or am I just gonna hit the ground?
New roll initiative.
Yeah. So for initiative, I got a 15.
Sweet.
All right. So that brings us to the next round. Oliver, give me a death saving throw.
Oh, besides D20, is there any? I don't remember what the modifier for that is. If there is one.
I also don't remember.
I'll look it up.
Do I take any damage?
Yep.
Falling?
No.
Okay.
You
Saving
passed the
throw,
threshold
5e.
entirely.
You don't normally decide. Make saving throw. You're forced to make
The
one.
roll, you need to roll 10, at least.
Oh. I need to roll at least a 10.
Yeah.
Saving throw. Roll a d20 and add the appropriate ability modifier.
I rolled 16.
All right, that's one pass.
I will not be getting low rolls today. Yeah,
It is now.
I'm gonna knock on wood till my knuckles break.
It's now Dharmir's turn.
All right. Well, I'm seeing that it's pretty injured, so I could use spare the dying, but I think it's more important just to kind of kill this thing right here and right now. At least try to. So I pull up my sickles of rending and I try to attack it twice.
Go for it.
Okay. So roll 20, 19 for the first one,
You hit it.
and then 5 for the other one. So,
You miss.
and then roll a d4.
1d4 for the bleed, 1d6 for the damage, and don't forget to add your dex modifier, because it's a finesse weapon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, you said 1d6 for damage?
1d6 plus dex, and then a 1d4 for the bleed.
Okay. So, alright, I got 2 for the bleed, and then 3 plus 1, so 4, so 6 in total.
You did 6 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. And he, let's see,
That 5 really got me.
passes the bleed check. So you take the 6 he takes 6 damage, but will not bleed if you should for future rounds. You'll have to try to attack again. All right, hell yeah, dude. You the creature now a number of its eyes and mouths and what resemble faces glance over to Duetonemous. You take that chance to draw forth the weapons of your people and slash across it, slicing one of the eyes open and causing a gush of blood. It shrieks in agony and looks back over to you. Though it hardly does anything resembling emotion, you can feel its anger. It is now Magitha's turn.
Would it be? I'm trying to decide if it would be more opportune to. Can you heal yourself if I make you stable, Oliver?
I already expended all of my points and I have not had a long rest, so no.
Whip whamp.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use command on this being.
Does it speak?
What's your command word?
Sit.
Okay.
Yes, Inuyasha style. Sit.
What's your threshold again? 8 plus your
13.
wisdom plus. Okay, 13.
I say it in Beast Tongue, I guess, which is a modified version of Dark Tongue, which it should be able to understand.
See if
If it has a
anything
consciousness.
anyways. Yeah, that's what I was going for. It does not. It hears you say something at it and looks at you and lets loose with a weird screaming noise, but nothing really happens to it.
Shit.
Be right back, guys.
Which brings us to Duetonemous' turn.
No, I'm so sorry.
You're good, man. It was worth trying. It's a good idea.
I mean, it just sucks because it was my last spell slot.
I was going to
No.
roll effectively if the thing doesn't speak your language.
Magitha,
then it doesn't
wait.
work.
Arthur, are you
Yeah.
also out of spell slots? Like, I know you have your cantrips, but are you also out of spell slots?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so that means the three of us who use spells are all out of spell slots. Oh boy.
I can still do melee, but and
Oh yeah, I can
some
smack
cantrips.
things really hard, but now I can't. I already used both my smites.
What exactly happens to me as I bust through the floor? Do I just like plop down behind it, or like does
You're
this?
behind it, on your feet, ready for fighting.
Okay.
Your sword lands next to you, stuck in the ground. I mean, it'd be easy to draw, but it's there.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my movement to draw that sword if I can, or a free action or something.
Reaction to grab the sword from the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and do that with draw it and say, "See, I got here," and then swing or reckless attack while enraged.
Go for it, buddy.
I got 25 to hit.
You hit it.
Cool. So now I'm gonna roll this one. 10. That's a 10 plus 5 for my strength plus the extra 2 because I'm not fully in werewolf enraged. So that's gonna be a 17, I think. Yeah, it's 10 plus 5 plus 2. That's a 17.
Duetonemous strives forward, and the Chaos Spawn brings its tentacled arm down to bear down upon him. But Duetonemous, with one simple motion, slices it clean from its body. As the tentacle is still flying through the air, he brings forth another heaving blow and rips the Chaos Spawn asunder.
Oh yeah.
Whew.
I'm down for
The Chaos
this.
Spawn is also deaded.
I completely like flick off my sword of all the gross ichor and sheath it and say, "I told you I'd get here eventually."
Thank goodness you did.
That was
The
quite
flesh,
that was quite the entrance to Duetonemous.
the flesh slithers away from itself, crawling back into the corners, leaving the exposed piece of warpstone.
I grab it.
I approach
What?
it and pick it up as I have felled the beast.
All right.
Do a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Thank God it was with advantage. Okay. 10, 11, 12. I got a 14.
You failed.
No.
This is a larger shard of the crystal, and we're required 15. Take a D8 of damage from etheric shock.
Holy shit.
Alright. I take 2 damage. It's magic, so it doesn't matter that I'm still pissed.
Correct.
As this happens, it breaks my concentration, and I unenrage as I've been harmed by something I can't fell with my blade.
All right, you're now holding the piece of stony stone.
I talked to Duetonemous with kind of a glimmer in my eye. I'm like, are you sure that I should be the one holding this?
I look at him and I say, I believe we'll all hold a separate piece of the wordstone. The only way to ensure total cooperation amongst us. But since it is my goal to acquire wordstone as much as it is yours.
Alright.
I think that's pretty fair.
Not happy about it, but alright.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Real quick. Be right back.
When Autonomous goes to the bathroom, Arthur robs him.
I'm lawful evil, good sir.
Do we need to stabilize?
Yeah, you follow your own.
That's
You
hilarious.
follow your own moral code, and you're still a cunt. That's what that means.
Dharmir's hard. It's hard in those streets.
Says
So,
the person without a word.
do I have to take it? Granted,
Yeah,
I shouldn't be able to talk at all. I'm still dead on the ground pretty much.
Yeah, actually, give me another death saving throw.
That's what I was waiting for.
Wait.
I'll use
I rolled.
if you
Wait.
want to go ahead.
Spare the dying?
I rolled exactly a 10,
Yeah.
Jack.
You passed again. And then you got Spare the Dying on you anyway, so you're fine.
So how much health does that put me at?
One.
Yep. That's what I thought.
It puts you at not dead anymore.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It does.
We should probably take like a short rest.
Not
At
dead, but
least.
still no wordstone. So
We should go back up top where there's paladins that might be able to heal me.
That's that's true.
Yes, I believe they're waiting outside the arena, for they are total bitches. They did not want to face the Norskin.
yeah, that's where they've been.
You're not sure where they were.
Yeah, there's
So when
someone-
you do return up top, they are at the arena.
Okay, fair enough.
You can see Galahad has a number of new notches on his blade, and there's some rents in his armor.
What's up?
His
Oh,
sword is
Galahad.
fresh and is freshly bloodied.
Encountered some Norskin, did we?
He looks at you and says, "I'll suffer no insult to my comrade. I tracked that baseless coward down and slew him like the fool he was."
So I figured you are.
Shit.
Oh my
The
goodness.
chat.
Khorne to no friend of mine. They're no kin. Me. I hope
He,
it's glory and honor.
he looks to Tecta and sees his wounds and goes, "It looks as if you too have fought the brunt of chaos and availed your comrades a chance at victory. I believe this is one of the things you were looking for, no?" And he produces a shard of warpstone.
Oh boy.
Well, somebody else can carry this one. Not me or Dharmir. Someone's
Why shouldn't it be me? I could easily be the one to handle all of the warp stones if you want me to. And the ward stones.
No, nobody wants that.
You should,
You don't know you want
you
it. but
should give
yes,
it
you
to
do.
me.
Duetonemous is pretty aware. You seem pretty greedy for the warpstone.
Galahad reaches his hand out towards Tecta, since Tecta's the only one not arguing and still wants the warpstone. Tecta, you're
So
able
what do I
to
have
take
to
it
roll?
without issue.
Oh boy.
You're a lizardman. You're not affected by this thing of chaos.
Hey, Jack. This is a bit of meta knowledge, but is there a way for me to break this, or will I have to go back to my own people for that? 'Cause
You could
they
certainly
said they
try
want
to
me
break it right
destroy
now.
Warpstone.
You could try to break it.
I'm afraid I might kill myself in the process.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to break it. Let's see what happens. What?
Get fucked!
Don't you have 1 HP?
I
Are you gonna
see
try
him
and
doing
break
it.
this
Yeah.
thing?
Wait,
I'm
does he
supposed
do
to break them. That's what I
I
was
guess
sent
you
here
can
for.
see.
right?
I guess you could see him put it on the ground and start getting in
Step
a
on
stance
it.
to get ready to give it a smack him.
Athletics, opposed athletics. I want to tackle him to the ground.
We're not sure what he's doing yet, but I guess if you want to go for it, go for
It
it.
looks like he's gonna bust the
It's
fuck.
really, you can reasonably tell.
I'd like the mage hand to be able to like kind of try to grab at it or like kind of cover it and like claw it towards me with the mage hand in response to it, while Duetonemous is knocking him to the ground.
Okay, what's your opposed athletics, Oliver? Because I'm not in
I
range
don't know
anymore.
what that is.
You got to roll an athletics
Or-
check against his athletics check.
Okay.
My athletics check is 23. I got a 19.
And that 20'd. And I get a +4, so 24.
Jesus.
All right, well I clawed
that
it
one
away
ain't
from the
happening,
ground
Chief.
anyways. Sure you did. I clawed it away from the ground anyways.
I'm not sure if that happens, Arthur. Maybe let Jack describe that.
No, fair enough. Go for it.
You slam into Tecta and feel like the reverberations of slamming against a goddamn immovable object. You're like stumbling backwards with your whole body tremoring for a second. You can, you can try to mage hand it away. Tecta can do a reflex save to see if he's fast enough to attack it.
Yeah, I'll try that. Let me see what that. See. What would the modifier for reflex be, Jack?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Cool. Dirty 20. I rolled 19.
You can attempt to attack it.
Was he not?
Yeah.
Was he not like busy while this was happening? Maybe I get like an advantage or something.
You don't.
I mean,
Because this is happening
You
at the
would've-
same time.
yeah, but what basically happened, as I described, is like Duetonemous slammed into Tecta with literally no effect. It like doesn't phase him.
Okay.
I was about to stab it. I'm still going to stab it.
Very
you
uncool.
have to roll to attack and penetrate its AC.
Should have just said I wanted this damn thing.
So, I rolled an 18, so that'd give me a 22.
You
No,
fail.
22, sorry.
A
20.
20, a
Damn.
19, and 18. God damn, dude.
You fail.
Damn.
The stone does not break.
Well then,
Well,
am
if
I
you
still
don't
mage
want
hand?
it, if you're just gonna try and break it,
What I'm trying to do is mage hand it towards Tay, because I'm
Well,
gonna be
since
like,
you didn't break it, it's gonna slide over to her. So yeah,
okay.
it slides over to Magitha.
Well, I wanted to say that, well, we should all have a piece of wordstone, even if this one wants to destroy it. So,
I surreptitiously pick up the piece that came over to me.
All right. You now have a shard of the word stone.
Can I talk meta here for a second with you, Jack?
Yes.
Do I know how much wordstone I need to avail ourselves of the Wolfen Curse?
You have no idea. Wordstone is a while it's well used, there's not a whole lot known about it. So, you need wordstone. You know that much.
I need it, but I don't know how much I need. So at the same time, I'm like,
Hey,
Yeah,
Jack,
exactly. Yes.
you'll probably need to make like a device out of it.
what is the approximate market value of my chunk of warpstone?
In like gold,
Yeah,
could be up to 1,000 pieces depending on how you're dealing it to.
good to know. Thank you.
Magitha about them stacks. Galad then says, I suspect the remaining Nordlanders will not pose us any threat, with their leader in no condition to rally them. If we wish, we can rest here for the night before pressing on.
I love how he's just ignoring the entire kerfuffle that has
Yeah.
happened.
The Bretonians are, well, actually, it's not that he doesn't care. It's that what you did. All you did was very unchivalrous, and they don't want, and they're above that. They view your squabble as being very peasant level, so and they don't do peasant stuff. They're
Right.
nice.
Hit right in fucking Tecta's face, and I'm just like, You try to destroy some of these valuable wordstone. We all need wordstone. I don't not care. You can destroy every other piece on the planet after I have what I need.
I care not for what you need. I'm saving my people.
Oh,
Yeah,
then you
why-
might as well be slain along this journey,
This
so
is
that the rest of us can have the wordstone that we require.
This is only one word stone.
I leave in a
Destroying
huff.
destroying this
Throw
one.
my fucking... If I had a wolf cape right now, I'd be throwing it around in a tizzy, and I'd be walking towards the Bretonians.
Slap that cape.
And to follow it up, I'd say like destroying this one word stone isn't going to do anything for your people. We might as well have more use for it. Basically, in reference to what Duetonemous was saying, I don't actually know why Duetonemous wants it, right?
No, you have no
Nope.
idea.
Fair enough.
I don't think any of us
This
know
is the
why
first
any
time
of us
that
need the wordstone.
You guys
But we
just
just
now know
figured out
why I want it.
We
Because I
only
said that.
just figured out why Tecta wants it, and Tecta wants to fucking break it, and so now like
I want
I'm-
to destroy my goal is to try to destroy as many as possible. My tiny
Lizardmen
wordstone
believe in
to stop the
something
Skaven.
called the Great Plan, and it believes in complete and total balance. To the point that an example of this is that I can't remember the name of the dwarven kingdom that it was, but because they realized that eventually there would be a large earthquake in like a couple hundred years from now that would cause a lot of damage, they shifted to tectonic plates without telling those dwarves and collapsed their entire kingdom and killed them all
Wow.
because they don't really have a concern for current lives because they're too focused on the future. That is exactly it actually is really fitting for him to just immediately try to destroy the wordstone anyways because they think about the long game. To him it's like I'll get out of here, it doesn't matter how I do it, but if I see wordstone it's got to go.
Yeah,
To give you
and as a
some
reference,
credence to the way that lizardmen function.
just for some bonus meta knowledge, lizard people live for a real fucking long time. I took a pretty low age at 2041. I've pretty much, again, I've been war heroes, stop Skaven, chaos words. My goal is just to try to keep everything good.
Mm.
Yeah, I can I have an aside with the Bretonians real quick?
Yeah.
So stomp back towards them.
You motioned to Galahad, and he and Albrecht step aside to speak with you.
I'm away from the rest of the party, correct?
Yes.
I lean into Galahad and what's the other one's name?
Albrecht.
Alrict Galahad.
Albrecht. To be.
Algricht.
Albrecht. Here, you know what? Here you go.
Yeah, please.
Albrecht would be another way to say it, I suppose.
Albrecht, and
Give me 1 second.
We should make Roll20 accounts. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Oh,
My,
What is
it's
that?
my
though.
Chromebook to handle.
Oh, it's too much. Is it?
It slows everything down and causes me to get laggy.
You've tried to run it?
Yeah, I've tried to run it in Discord at the same time, and I've never tried to actually do voice chat or something like Roll20, but like I don't even know if they have that. Like, it slows my it takes up like 90% of the fucking power this stupid Chromebook has.
That, and for a lot of stuff on Roll20, it also wants you to pay for it. Like, there's some free parts, but
That's fine. I'd pay for it.
I wouldn't. That's a waste
I'd
of
pay
money to
for
me.
it for you.
Don't. I
Alright.
won't accept that.
So what do you want to say?
Well, I'm just saying,
Oh,
we
I
all
take so
transport to it,
I
but-
take Albrecht and Gregory aside, Galahad aside, and I lean into them and I get real serious for a second and I say, not let him destroy any warpstone. Keep your eye on the lizardmen. This is a valuable, precious thing that we all require. If we are to forward Sigmar's and the ladies will in Mordheim, we will require this wardstone. If he should try to destroy it again, or he should come across some and try to destroy it, tell me immediately, and I will help you avail the wordstone from him.
For now, we will safeguard this warpstone, if only it will allow us to escape the wrath of Clan Scryer. They likely have too many of their rats underneath the warrens for us to handle. However, I am of the same mind of this lizard man. This material is not to be trusted. The lady sent us here for a reason, and I believe that this warp stone will prove to be more of a hindrance than a boon.
Well, temporarily at least, our goals align. If he should try to destroy any more, bring it to me immediately. Not give it to the lizard folk. I'm asking you.
You guys already have 2 pieces.
We have 3
I mean-
pieces now, right?
Sorry, now you have 3 because I
Well,
couldn't
two's a
break that
shard,
one.
one's a little bit bigger, one's a chunk.
Hey, man, I had an
Yeah.
aside with these guys. You don't know.
Oh, I was just saying that. You guys already have 3 pieces. Come on.
Worry not, comrade. Sleep well. For tomorrow, we continue the lady's work.
Yes, indeed. I turned around to the rest of the party and say, well, despite that ugliness, shall we make camp?
I think it's important to note, Tecta, that we need at least a ward stone to get out of here to begin with. Right.
Yes, that is. Well, you need warp stone. You don't know how much.
Say that to
Warpstone.
You need
Tecta,
some.
right?
Okay.
I think if we're gonna rest, I don't really want to do it here, with that thing underneath us. Do you guys maybe want to head over to the Sisters of Sigmar's encampment and see if we can find some refuge there?
That's pretty
Yes, I
far,
wanted
right?
to grace the rock with my presence since we arrived here. I think that is a fine idea.
I think
It's
that's
it's not too far away. It's about an hour or so. You would be traveling in the darkness, but you could reach there and still get a long rest in.
Darkness will provide us cover.
That and
isn't that where we were before we
Wouldn't-
went to Mordheim?
No.
no, not there.
No.
There's one here in Mordheim.
We're at a
Which one?
Sigmarite. and
The rock is specifically belongs to the sisters.
Okay.
It is their headquarters.
It's straight up in Mordheim.
Yeah, their headquarters in Mordheim. They purge chaos all day.
Fair enough. I'm about that then. Yeah. Let's go.
Even if you're a heretic.
The last lady said that she's chill.
Travel
That was the
down
last
the darkened
lady.
road of Mordheim. In the darkness, the eddies of the winds of magic are more apparent, and the warp spilling into the mortal world feels ever more tangible. You feel as if the realms of men and gods is only separated by a threadbare line. In the distance, on the way to the rock, for a moment on a roof, you see a pair of beady red eyes looking at you.
Perception.
I will also roll perception.
I'm gonna switch it up with survival, see if we get some different info.
Okay, I got a 6. I'm really not good at perception.
I got an 18.
You got
Well,
that
it's a-
20 again.
It's a Skaven,
Okay. Scale.
and it looks like it belongs to Clan Scryer. It doesn't seem like it's hostile at the time.
Is there like any? So like obviously we have a tag on us.
Correct.
All right, I guess. I mean, we can deal with that later. I don't think we need to really deal with that right now.
Well, maybe I shouldn't booming voice. I was thinking that I would want to like see what's up with it, but I don't think it's just gonna sit there and tell us what it's doing. So
You can drive if you want to.
no,
Okay.
it's the
You
middle
guys
of the night.
pass the Skaven, and you approach the drawn bridge and portcullis of the rock.
Okay.
Is
Uh,
the
rock.
drop bridge up?
It is.
Ah.
The rock is not your typical human fortress. It almost looks like it could be a testament to the dwarves, as it lives up to its name, a sheer mass of stone that has been carved into a mighty fortress. This glorious cathedral-like castle has stained glass depicting the actions of the sisters and the glories of Sigmar. This is truly a holy place.
kind of just look at it and just kind of roll my eyes a little bit, without anybody seeing me.
I want to meet the one with the biggest hammer.
What do you guys do?
Well, we're here.
So we're walking in the thing, right? Like into the
No,
building.
no, the bridge is drawn.
Guess we'll cross.
Okay.
I'll cross the bridge.
The bridge is drawn. It's not.
Or rather raised,
Oh,
my
oh,
bad.
oh, yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, it's raised.
I beckon across the waters, across the the moat, and I say, "This is of Sigmar. We are fellow humans, Sigmarites. Some of us maybe not being as holy as you,
Human
but we
or
require
Sigmarites.
respite. We require asylum within the confines of the rock."
There's one human Sigmarite, and that's it. Just so you know.
Immediately, the torches ensconced upon the walls and battlements all light a flame at the same time. You see a woman step out with a headband covering her eyes, and she says, "We, the followers of Sigmar, who live in exile against our brothers, our atonement finds many forms, including salvation for those who suffer within Mordheim. Our gates are open to all of you," and the bridge descends.
Oh, thank sisters. I walk kind of like tiredly, like I've just given up like this posturing that I am across the bridge,
Same.
like with little like wherewithal and like gumption, like all the battle ready fever I had is gone as I approach the rock.
As you make your way through, a couple of the sisters who you imagine are likely lower in rank due to their arms and armaments lead you through a hallway to the mess hall, where you see some of the other sisters have already begun to prepare some food. There's also water and drink.
Sisters.
What is up, sisters?
Sisters
I
de la
immediately
Roca.
pass by them, acknowledging them, and just go for the drink and water, and I'm eating now.
I'm pretty hungry too.
Avail yourselves. Sigmar's blessings are upon you here.
Well,
Look at
thank
her with
you
the
very much.
I look at her with a mouthful of bread and food, just raise a fucking mug full of water, down it.
I take out my fancy fork and knife, like little fancy set, and I'm just kind of just, and then just like very, carefully eating my food. Still don't know
Another
what
one
the
of the
fuck it is.
sisters, recognizing both a lizardman and a beastman, offer you more fresh food, if you know what I mean. Like if you want to kill a live cow and eat it, that's your thing.
Oh, no killing live cows or anything. I'll take it medium rare.
All right, so Magitha, you also fix yourself a plate of food and some water, maybe a flagon of ale. I don't know. I don't know how
Yes,
Magitha rolls.
please. She would love a flagon of ale.
What about you, Tecta?
I look around.
I'll take up their offer.
All right. They have a goat in the back that they just let you go to fucking town on. They put like a barrel of ale next to it.
Sorry.
You just hear a goat scream, and then a very loud meaty thud as I smack it.
You can see a couple of the sisters are like watching with like this bewildered look of holy fuck, this is really happening as you just tear ass into this fucking goat.
This is whole ass goat.
Tear ass into this goat. Yet another unfortunate phrasing.
Was it unfortunate though?
Maybe all Pete Ford.
Pleasure and sustenance.
Yo, Tecta needs this, okay? He's been the savior of his people for 2,000 years. He needs this.
Tear ass on this goat.
Well, I'll tell you what I need. I would like to order a glass of your finest wine.
The sisters all look at each other for a second and start laughing like really hard. And one of them goes, "We are no ladies of finery. Our service to Sigmar is in battle and blood. We have, if you look for something a little more stern, I suppose we do have this." And they produce a bottled liquid that once they remove the cap, you can just smell the alcohol from.
Is that moonshine?
It's something.
Literally,
It's
Duetonemous stops eating, drops his water and his bread, and just fucking makes a beeline for that smell.
I figured since they're religious, they'd have some kind of wine. but
That's more a Bretonian thing.
fair enough. I guess I'll grab a small cup. Nothing too much. I just need to try it, but it's not something I would normally that Dharmir would normally try.
I'd love
Well,
a shot. Pour one
Holding
out.
it close to you in the cup, it almost makes you retch how fucking alcoholic it is.
I beckon the sister for to hand me the bottle with an expectant look on my face of like, please, sir, may I have some more?
She takes out a rather large horn and goes, "A Nordlander like you can surely handle a drink from your homeland," and pours a mighty draught for you.
I take it and I say, thank you, sister. Please, I have been so long without drink. I feel as though I'm not myself. And I just take a fucking giant pull of it.
I'm treating it like shots, kinda.
Magitha takes a shot and then immediately regrets it and uses her ale as chaser.
Yeah, you're all going to take Constitution saving throws for sure.
23, brother. Dirty.
You would have been fine anyways, pretty much. So yeah,
What
you're reminded of home and feel really satisfied.
do I add to a roll?
Beautiful.
Just your Constitution.
Oh. I got a 9.
Used to wines, which are no doubt potent but very fine, you expect this to be a very rough introduction to a very alcoholic beverage, but it's smooth and delicious. It has a honeyed-like taste to it.
But it
It's
kind of
really strong Norscan mead. That's what it is, meta knowledge. You got a nice buzz going on.
Nice. All right,
I'm
I'm pleasantly surprised.
I want to find the most pious and humble-looking sister, and beckon her to sit down with me and tell me the ways of the the ways of the Sisters of Sigmar.
The most voluptuous sister.
You just asked one of the sisters that's just around you, like what they're all
I
about.
just want to find one that looks particularly preachy and prairie. Like literally like the one that's like straight up just like standing in the corner, wide eyed, just like I love Sigmar.
And
I want to ask
voluptuous.
you about Sigmar.
Well, there is the lady with the headband over her eyes. Her head is shaved, and she's down on her knees praying right now.
Okay. I approach her and don't like lay a hand on her or anything. I literally just lean down and I say, "Excuse
The
me."
moment you lean down, she looks at you.
Whoa! I'm startled immediately.
My sight is the sight of Sigmar, child of Ulrich. Do not be discouraged or disparaged.
I'm not. That's cool as hell. I find that you are you of the sisters are closer to the worship of Ulrich than the Purites of Sigmar. Please regale me of the stories that you've been told of Sigmar. Tell me the ancient tales that I'm missing.
We sisters honor the not only the god that he become, but the man that Sigmar Heldenhammer was. This is why we hold no rebuke for Ulrich, for in Sigmar's life it was Ulrich that he himself followed as a man of Norska. We have long followed his ways, including his martial prowess. That is why each of us is skilled in the use of the warhammer.
Even
But we
you.
remember what his true purposes. For he showed valor in battle, and he showed no mercy for those who would bring chaos and despair. But his heart was one of mercy, and his mind was one of benevolence. We believe it is only through our righteous duty and our sacrifice of a life of war and battle that we may create a world that is one of good and whole intent for those of the righteous path, or even those without. For in the end, I suppose it mattered not. It is only a survival and joy that we can look upon as reminders of our victories.
How long has it been since you had to test out your sword blade, blind sister?
She looks over to a wall, and you see the head of a vampire skewered to it, and she says, "That is my most recent victory from 2 nights ago."
Very well. I was to offer you a sparring session, but it appears that you have quite enough on your plate to deal with in Mordheim. I shall leave you to your prayers. Thank you, and Sigmar bless you. And I leave and I go back to my meal. with a big bottle of booze, with a big flagon of booze in tow.
There you go, man. Go hard or go home, I suppose.
Role play. Do it.
So you enjoy your meals. You have your drinks. You all feel satisfied and refreshed. And the sisters let you know that whenever you're ready, you have beds available to you in the barracks.
I avail myself of
Thank
the
you very much.
flagon.
Appreciated, as I just immediately make my way to some kind of alone time. I'm just
As you're passing
contemplating.
by, one of the sisters stops you for a moment and goes, "A quick word. I can tell from the likes of from sorry, I can tell from your apparel. You look to be as if you were versed in the arcane arts. Here in the Rock, we have a rather large selection of tomes from many different places. And while we practice the holy magics ourselves, there are some instruments here that are of no use to us. Please allow yourself to peruse the Librarium Divinatis. Any teachings you find there that may help you survive in Mordheim is a gift to Sigmar, I have no doubt, regardless of your origins."
I wouldn't be opposed to this. Where would I find this library?
She points down a hallway and gives you some rudimentary directions on where you can get to the Librarium Divinatis.
I'll head there.
All right. What about Tay? You said you were crashing out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 more shots of that hard stuff as a nightcap, and then go to
I'll
bed.
take the good stuff and pass the fuck out. Oh yeah. What about you, Tecta? You've just polished off that goat. You're just kind of like absent-mindedly gnawing on one of the bones and occasionally taking a big old swig out of a now almost empty barrel of ale.
I'd like to continue gnawing on one of the bones and work my way to the barracks.
All right.
What? Bone marrow's good for you.
So as the rest of our heroes go ahead and pass the night, Dharmir, we're still going to count you as getting a long rest because you're doing something you enjoy. You find a tome actually that details the history of the leader of the Tomb Kings, Nagash, and his eventual defeat at the hands of Sigmar Heldenhammer. This interesting piece of history that isn't often talked about in the realm of the Tomb Kings gives you some unique insight into the fact that even the people that you view as nearly unstoppable immortal beings have had their weaknesses and had their downfalls.
Well, to do you one better, I bring that book with me to bed, essentially.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
So yeah, you guys all managed to get a long rest in then.
Can I say one thing? Can I peruse the cafeteria / tavern area for any sister looking to bed a child, a beastman of Ulrich?
You get the universal answer: we're married to Sigmar.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
everyone, when I get that like first one, I'm just like, all right, and then I'd like take my flag.
You pick up on the vibe.
Yeah. I'm picking up on that vibe that they're putting down, and I'm like, gotcha, and I go to bed with my flag.
Yeah, they're all married to a man that's 100 times more man than you'll ever be.
Well, I
Yeah.
figured there was no harm in asking. I'm sure they
No, not at all.
also didn't mind laughing at me at my attempt to hit on all these celibate women.
So yeah, no, but as far as like health and spells go, like you got that shit back, guys.
It was
boy.
awesome.
I got my rage is back. Ready to fucking rage, bro.
I'm gonna
You guys are
smite
actually
the
able
next
to
word
do
stone.
the things, which is wonderful.
I was very close to being out of rage.
Dear God.
Bro, I
Right.
enrage so I can protect my fucking knees, bro.
Did I
Take
say
half
something
damage
wrong?
to my knees, bro.
My knees.
My knee. No, I'm trying to fucking nun. No, I'm Chaz.
I was thinking, I'm
Alright.
surprised you didn't at least, like, I don't know, take a peek at a particularly voluptuous nun.
Not particularly voluptuous nun.
You can look, but you can't touch, you know.
I think Duetonemous is particularly discerning. He was just kind of like, who wants to have some fun? And they were all like, no.
I'm pretty sure you just advocated nun voyeurism, which there's a lot to unpack there.
It's like, no, Duetonemous ain't about
Oh
that.
my god, Ev.
Duetonemous was proud stating his intentions and his wants, and they were like, "You're good," and he was like, "I understand that," and then he went to bed. Duetonemous is all about that consent game.
It'll still probably be at least.
No, I didn't mean.
Okay.
I meant like sneaking a peek, like anime style kind of thing. I don't know.
No, anime style is the problem. That's literally the problem.
Oh, fair enough. I've always had a weird thing for nuns, even though I know, like in real life, they're all just kind of crotchety old women generally.
Well, that's the best part. I don't understand.
I think that they are like so fashionable and cool and like.
So
Yeah,
did
I
Duetonemous.
get what you mean.
Arthur.
What's up?
All on top of that consent game, though.
Arthur, Lisa says happy
The
birthday.
woman of the Lord. The woman of sick.
Hey,
It is officially
Oh,
Arthur's
happy
birthday.
Arthur!
Yeah, thank you. Tell Lisa I said happy birthday and that she's awesome. Or sorry, thank you and that she's awesome.
Well, I hope that this
Arthur said you're a bitch.
session
Don't
was
act.
fun.
Oh
Can
my
you change
God,
that?
man.
I really don't want her to think that
She
I
knows.
actually said
She
that.
knows you didn't say that.
Alright.
She knows.
Well, it kind of bothers me,
You-
but
No,
Jesus.
Arthur, do you not
You're
remember the
a
last
foul
time you
one.
had me say something and then Jack told me to say something else horrible, so I said that as well?
that kind of bothered me too a little bit. But whatever, we're fine.
So that was honestly that was a
That was a good
fantastic
session.
session, you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
very
ton of fun.
good.
That was awesome.
You guys did a great job. That mini boss was supposed to be a little bit harder, but you guys kind of kicked its ass.
I was waiting. I was like, Jack, please let me burst through the ceiling in a triumph of badassery. And you're like, I'll let you half be badass. You did bust through the ceiling, and now you're here. You didn't like get to do any Dark Souls bullshit, so
You know, plunges back, you know.
I respected that. I respected that. You weren't like rubble crushes it, blah blah blah. You're an idiot. You burst through the ceiling.
I kicked ass on basically everything except for the last fight, but whatever.
You guys all honestly really put work in.
Overall, yeah, I think we all kicked some ass.
It is nice to have a party
Yeah.
like
I love
fucking
Dharmir.
fully contribute.
I love Dharmir, his greedy for the warp stones. Like I feel like this is going to be a point of contention, and I like want to work on it more with Arthur. Like I don't want to. I want to be like the guy who's like everyone should have the fair warps, and he's like I need the warp stone for my.
Yeah. Well,
That's my shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't do that like as Arthur, but Dharmir is just gonna be all about
Yeah,
that.
Dharmir's a greedy bitch. Yeah, he's fucking. Dharmir's a pretty fleshed out character. He definitely has
like
his own
that.
personality.
I like the tension
like,
of
get out
that.
now that we've got some.
What'd you say, Tay?
But
I like the tension of it.
smart enough to know how much
Yeah,
it needs.
me too.
Yeah. I'd probably be willing to
Oliver
like.
fucking stepped up the tension trying to break the goddamn shit.
Yeah.
For real.
I know he really did.
He went for it, dude. He's so close too.
I'd imagine
Wasn't
Dharmir would be able to
expecting
like
that.
come to agreements
And that's
or
why
something.
next time I'm just gonna smite it.
Dharmir is
That should work.
crafty. Dharmir do be crafty.
Look, and I just have to say one more time that I enjoy the aesthetic of little cute adorable beastmen so much. Taking like pulls off this fucking liquor.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Just like
I
I'm
like
more
that she's
impressed with
this
the fact-
fucking Animal Crossing ass looking dog thing that turns people into melted flesh and gross like boils.
Yeah, that's what.
I
Hey,
think it's gonna
buddy.
get
Yeah,
progressively less cute
It's a
throughout
whole
the
ass of
campaign.
no, I just enjoy the
Oh yeah.
the aesthetic of the massive lizard on an even bigger lizard with this tiny little dog.
It was like Doom Guy and Isabel.
Yep. Before I then bitch slap someone to death.
See, yeah, again, like Doom Guy and Isabel.
Yep.
This last session was fun as fuck, and then this session was even better. And I hope they just keep getting better. Honestly.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
No expectations.
Right.
Let's keep doing what we're doing and just.
No, it's
Dude, I'm so pressured. So pressured.
No pressure.
so much.
Stress. Oh my god. I'm freaking the fuck out.
I imagine if things continue on their path, they'll just naturally get cooler and cooler.
Great session there, guys. I'm going to feed my dogs and myself. So you guys all have a great night.
You too.
Alrighty, you too.